Oh, where's the button? There it is. I was clicking buttons earlier to test everything, and then it wouldn't transition over. Hey, Casey, what's going on? I'm exhausted from not doing so well health-wise to doing too much shit today. I'm tired. But we're going to enjoy the evening, so we're going to play some games. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, it looks good. Audio looks good. Oh, man, Plague Doc. Ben, you officially got the full year. The full year badge. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I guess you get to pick which badge. You have so many freaking badges. Founder badge, 12-month subscriber badge, moderator badge. The fact that you've got the Bits Leader rank 2 badge. You got badges all day. Lone Wolf, hey, what's going on? So I got a new modem today. Got it provisioned, and it seems to be working okay. More badges than an NK General. That's so messed up. Yeah, and those guys just get them for, I don't know. They get them for things. I'm not shit talking. Anyway, but I see what you did there. Yeah, so the modem seems to be holding up okay, I think, so far. If you guys notice any hitching or delays, or I just completely drop, then I know it's not my modem. I did check the signal to noise ratios and the power levels for the upstream and the downstream, and the downstream numbers look a lot better, which were causing issues for me when playing other video games and streaming stuff upstairs in the living room. But now that I've got the new modem in place, and I had to do some extra little hoops to jump through to get the Wi-Fi networks to work, because, that's another story. But I was looking around at wireless routers and just routers in general now that I've got the newer modem. And I think the modem that I've got, the router that I've got right now is perfectly fine. I think it could be a little better with regard to range, because when we're up in our bedroom, because the router is in the basement down here with me, underneath the staircase, like behind that wall, behind the TV behind me. Guten Tag, wie geht's, Ihnen? Do you speak German? Enough German? Did you take German in high school? Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I haven't, I supposed to speak a little bit of German. Anyway, and my dialect there was kind of sloppy. Not at all. All I know is Guten Tag. Well, that's good. Good day. It'll be interesting to learn, though. You know what? Yeah, German's probably one of the easiest languages, in my opinion, to learn, because it's so damn close to English, assuming you know English. If you don't know English, then I don't know what to tell you. People say, oh, Spanish is easy, but I disagree. All those romantic languages like French, Spanish, no way. No way, dude. Too hard. Because I know the word's spelled gut, G-U-T, right? Looks like the word gut, not like your guts. But doesn't that look like the word good? And like the word for good in Spanish, I don't know what it is, but I bet you it doesn't look like the word good in English. Anyway, back to my router story, really quick. Wanted to find a new router because the problem is our Wi-Fi signal upstairs in our upstairs level, top floor, is pretty shitty. So the further you are from your wireless router with your wireless device, like your phone, the slower your speeds are. So the further away, the slower it gets. So whenever you try to watch, let's say, a YouTube video on your phone, it may buffer for a while and it might not load as fast as you'd like. So, but there's more to it than that, because then the radio frequencies that are being used, if you have 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, or the new 6 gigahertz frequencies, if you have Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 6E, you may need, supported devices. Like, so my phone is a Galaxy S21, so it does have Wi-Fi 6 for support, but my router doesn't. But if I bought a Wi-Fi 6 router, and you get like a tri-band router, which can cover all 3 frequencies. I have my current router is a tri-band, but it has 2 5 gigahertz frequencies for the other overflow network. So one's kind of more dedicated for you can assign specific devices to it. So then they have like a dedicated back channel, or like a dedicated 5G or 5 gigahertz frequency. Got to go at my aunt's house. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, did you look up Auf Wiedersehen as well? Tschüss. Tschüss is like you can say like it's kind of like bye, but it's more informal. Auf Wiedersehen is the more formal way to say goodbye. Until later, until we see each other later. Sehen is the verb there. Have fun at your aunt's. Hopefully you're doing some cool activities. You knew Alpha. That's good. I'm glad you knew both greetings and salutations in German. Or to see you later, goodbye. It's good. That's what you need. The number one thing for any language is to ask where the bathroom was. Stopped into Yama tonight if you're from or have lived in or from around Morgantown, West Virginia. There's a Japanese restaurant in town called Yama downtown. And I stopped in, and there is a couple in front of me. And the girl was studying Japanese, and she asked permission at the front desk to order in Japanese, and they said sure. And so she did her thing, and then she asked where the bathroom was. And I always thought, of all things to know in other languages, is always know how to say like where the bathroom is, because you never know. When you gotta go, you gotta go, as Jeff Goldblum says, right? From the hit film Jurassic Park. Anyway, back to my router story. I mean, so we can go play some freaking video games. If you guys have any ideas on recommendations on routers, I don't really care about the six Wi-Fi 6 or the 6E with the 6 gigahertz frequencies, because the only 2 devices in our whole entire household that support that are our phones, and I don't need to download tons and tons of gigabytes of whatever onto my phone. I don't need that. I don't need to transfer a lot of data. I mean, if anything, I'm looking at like YouTube and Instagram, and that's about it. Also, know how to say I'm an American and I'm not an American. Yeah, I guess so. That could be good. I guess it's situational, right? And don't mix the 2 up. Yeah, fair enough. No green screen tonight, as you can see. So I wore my yellow shirt. Lisa bought me this shirt for streaming, right? It was yellow, and it says lag kills on it, and I thought it was appropriate because of my shitty router lately. My modem, shitty modem. And the fact that I'm not using a green screen, because this yellow with the green background, it bleeds, and then my shirt starts to fade away as well. So you really can't wear this shirt on a green screen stream at all. So tonight's the night, because I was too exhausted to set up the green screen and the lighting kit and all that fun stuff. I do have a light in front of me. You might see the ring light on my glasses. There they are. But just trying to find a new router, mainly because I just need a better signal upstairs. But I also want to be able to support, the radio frequencies or the 5 gigahertz stuff. I'll boot the game up here, and we'll transition over. Have different speeds. So 5 gigahertz is, of course, faster than the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. But the big thing there is a lot of times when you buy a router, the ratings for that router's gigahertz frequency of whether 2.4 or 5 also has kind of this radio backup to it, where it's like how many essentially how much speed it'll have. Well, you might have, I'm gonna click into the game so we can hear the sound. A faster speed, and I realized that with my Wi-Fi, the radio frequency for the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi that I have actually is kind of so-so. It's actually caps out at like around 500 megabit when I'm down here in the basement. But when I'm upstairs, I'm lucky to get like 30 or 40 in certain parts of the house. And that's where you start seeing buffering for videos and things like that, depending on if you're watching it on your phone, if it's in like 1080 versus 1440 or 4K or whatever. And then a lot of our devices in our house, we don't have cable television, we have just cable internet, and we just stream everything in the house on all the TVs in the house. So we've got 2 wireless Rokus that just piggyback off of things, and for the most part, the 2 TVs upstairs are just 1080, so it's not too bad. But there are there's some services, like we have Peacock. I paid for Peacock because I wanted to do that for the Olympics when it was Olympic time. And I press any button to continue. I hit the mouse key button and it doesn't work.
Well, look at you.
But it can be kind of so. So anyway, I was looking at gaming routers, and I think gaming routers are a gimmick because they give you all these like packet prioritizations and things like that, which I don't really think is super relevant. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I mean, I play video games online, but it's not like, oh, I'm playing Counter-Strike and I need that one little thing. I need that extra. Like, how does a gaming router prioritize internet traffic that has to go over the World Wide Web to then give you a better ping, quote unquote? It seems like a gimmick. Now, granted, some of the Asus gaming routers, the UI for managing the content, managing the services that you can use, like VPNs and things like that, I was reading about it. Seems pretty impressive compared to like your standard Linksys or your TP-Link or your Netgear routers that are out there that are kind of more consumer grade. And to be honest, if you get into those high-end routers, for the most part, they're already kind of the same price. I was looking at a higher-end router today at Best Buy that was the same price as Amazon and the same price for the Linksys. It was MR7500. It was a Wi-Fi 6E router. It was a tri-band router, 2.45 and a 6 gigahertz frequency. What's the point of having a tri-band router in my household for a 6 gigahertz frequency when I only have 2 devices that would ever use it right now? It seems a little early to adopt something like that. Whereas right now I've got a tri-band router that has 2 5 gigahertz connections. In our case, we have a lot of 5 gigahertz items in the house. So why would we not do that? I don't know. So if you have any suggestions or you have any luck on routers that you really enjoy, our house is about 2,000 square feet up and down vertically, mainly because the basement's so big down here, but everything else above that's like 13 or so. The Asus VPNs aren't free either. Might as well buy your own VPN service. Oh, didn't know that. Okay. It's quality of service prioritization for your LAN. So at that point, if I'm LAN partying, cool. If I'm prioritizing traffic to my desktop PC because my child is trying to watch Netflix, well, Cooper isn't watching Netflix unless we tell him he's going to watch a show and we turn it on for him. And in that case, like, it's not a big deal. And then during the day when I'm working, occasionally I'll handle big files for work and I'll upload or download things. I don't know. But again, all about, if you want to just drop some links in chat or just talk to me later on the Discord about it, love to hear your opinion on recommendations. I'm not a huge fan of jumping into a Wi-Fi 6E, since I don't really have any devices that are going to use it. My desktop here has a gigabit Ethernet cord, or Ethernet card, or gigabit NIC in it, and I've got nice cables running to the desktop. But I think in the future when I go to build a new computer, in maybe a few months to a year or so, probably less than a year, I might look into buying or getting a dedicated network card that is up to 2.5 gigahertz, because our internet here is 1.2, and when I switched over to the new modem today, my bottleneck right now is my NIC, and I can tell that I'm getting better speeds, because even though the box, get this, I'm ranting about freaking routers and not playing video games right now, but I bought, back in 2018, I bought this lovely router. It was the Netgear CM, I think it was CM 1000. Now there was a revision of that model, and now I'm on the CM 2000 as of today, that came out last year. But that router, the 1000, not the 1000 V2, says on the box, rated for 1.4 gigabit internet capabilities for Cox, Comcast, all the big names. It's on the box. And we have Comcast here. And I'm like, cool. You know, I don't even have that at the time. I didn't have that. We had like 400 or 500, I think. And when I went in to look at the test results through Comcast and they gave you the specs for that specific modem, they said, your modem's out of spec. Not only it's old, but you're paying for 1.2 gigabit internet from us. And your modem that you have provisioned right now only supports 960 or was it 938 or something like that. And so you're losing out on like maybe almost a third of your speed. Or not quite a third, but like a fourth, right? No, a fourth of my speed. I can't math right now. And so I'm like, shit. So that was another reason why I also picked it up. And when I picked up the new modem, and I even, with the same router and everything like that, the same network card on this computer, I've noticed whenever I do a speed test that I'm getting more speed. It's a little bit, because again, the bottlenecks my network card in my computer. It's not just kind of hovering at that lower 900 range. It's actually sitting at the upper 900 range finally, right where that gigabit sweet spot is. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe buying a new router that supports above gigabit. I can test out my phone because the AX technology can go above that. And if I get faster speeds on my phone, then I know that I can just buy a newer network card for a new computer. Or I could throw a new network card in this computer right here, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. Have you guys played this? I know Casey said he played this a little bit. I played one match and got a maybe I played two matches. I think I played two matches, but then I just played it, made sure it ran, and then I closed out of the one match, and then this one. I think I played like yesterday or last night, just one match to see if it would work okay on my computer. Because I heard some folks were just crashing to desktop whenever they can load this page, they can get into this part of the game. But when they got into a multi-user session, I know there's multiple users right here with us, but like in an actual player match, they would crash shortly after the game would crash. And so I wanted to try it out before we got on stream, and it was stable for me. I had no issues. Now, I did see some frame rate issues, and I think they might have patched it since the frame rate issues, but I could be wrong. Again, I'm running a 1080 Ti, no fancy smants graphical things with ray tracing, but that shouldn't matter with stuff like this. But we'll just dive in. There's a solo mode. You can hit switch. There's group mode and solo mode. It looks like there's threes and there's solos. I hate the interface right now. It looks like this should be a console game because of the fact that I use F2 to swap the switch mode and F1 to ready up. Why don't I have a mouse? It's because I'm interacting with the world, and that's why I'm able to walk around in this kind of player hub. And the player hub, I didn't actually explore it a whole lot. You can talk to some people here.
Come over here.
And he wants to talk to you, but then when you hit a button, it just kind of backs out.
There you are.
Members of the Nosferatu clan among us. I think there's three clans in this game. There's 6 different classes you can choose from. Each clan of the 3 have different classes. I'm playing the Prowler Nosferatu, mainly because she or he can stealth, turn into a pile of smoke, and kind of kind of safely escape away. Now, granted, they can visually see your puff of smoke flying away, but you're invincible for that short of time. And then you also have some bats that you can send out and stay stationary in a location. So then if in the event that someone's behind a wall or hiding behind a corner, again, this is a third-person shooter. So with a third-person shooter, there's always wall huggers that'll do this. And they'll watch a corner, and then they'll pop out and zap you whenever, they can pretty much hide in complete cover and watch a hallway. Whereas in a first-person shooter game, you can't do that. I'm always a big fan of first-person over third-person games, but I'm not going to poo-poo on a game because it's just third-person only. The other complaint that I got with this game, or I heard about this game, was the fact that a lot of people don't like the leveling system, and the fact that they already have a battle pass for this game. I'm gonna hit escape, pulls up the battle pass stuff. This is an alpha game. It's a pre-release, free to play. Anybody can download this. It's on Steam right now. I think there's probably some other places you can get it too. But why would you pay money? It says 80 days. They're going to take the I saw that they were going to take the servers down and then bring them back up after some maintenance over the weekend because they're doing this as a test run. And honestly, paying into this, you want these like mom jeans with a flat crotch and these fucking tucked in black shirts because that's cool. But that's the free thing, right? But the cost, the thing that is not free, that requires the battle pass, is the same outfit, but with just a skeleton, chest, and a heart. What? Why? And then there's XP boosts, which, whatever. And then there's the scales, which is the player banners. Now, granted, this is kind of neat if you were into, like, you want to have the cool piercings for your vampire. But as you scroll through, I think the big kicker for this, and there's a couple emotes that they have in here, is the face paints and the clothes, in my opinion, especially for Vampire the Masquerade. I just don't see people being that into, oh, I got some tokens, or oh, I got this Feral Claws player icon. They're going to want, like, cool, like, body tats. That's kind of neat, I guess. We'll see. I mean, this game just came out. And again, it's early alpha. It definitely, in my opinion, needs some work, but we'll talk more about that as we play a little bit. I haven't dived into the customization. I kind of just picked a character really quick, and I threw some makeup on her because she was ugly as heck because she's a Nosferatu. I guess you can change your gender. I don't know if you can or not. Character? Oh yeah, you can right here. It's whatever. So there's different archetypes, right? Or in this case, the archetypes that they have, there's then 2 clans per type. They have the Nosferatu, the Bruja, and the Toreador. But the thing is like, the perks are all that matters here, and so the base is that she's got a bad back. Yeah, she does have a bad back. No, there is no. Yeah, I know, right? Bernie, hey, what's going on? It seems very limited. I feel like instead of having 6 different options here, but then 2 clans per, that they should have had 1 per clan. And that would still, again, 6 isn't, I mean, there's still more than that, right? But at least if you're into Vampire the Masquerade, you kind of know there could be some more flexibility with different clans as opposed to just doubling up. Again, it's early. They might have, this might become, instead of 6 things, it might become 12. Who knows? It might get pretty big. But you gotta remember, this is a battle royale shooter game, and how far can you go with that? Like, there's going to be skills for health boost, there's going to be skills for stealth, there's going to be skills for defense maybe, and that kind of falls into the health category, and there's going to be some sort of attack or deception based thing. That's pretty much all you can do with these kind of games. Whereas with a more RPG style game like Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines, or maybe Bloodlines 2 one day if they ever freaking make that game, or the first one that came out on PC, was it Requiem? I can't remember. I played that back in college, like sophomore year. Picked it up on eBay, and like it came out a long time ago. Redemption, that's what it was. Yeah. But still, I think Bloodlines was way better. Fun fact, this is a free fun fact. When I first met Lisa at college, she was really into vampire stuff, and I said, oh, you should come over to my dorm room, and we'll play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and she had no idea what that was. And that was my pickup line. Kind of worked, I guess. We are married and have a kid. And we've been together since 2005, so I guarantee that Bloodlines wasn't the sole purpose of that, but she came over and when she checked it out, it was cool. So they have daily challenges like you'd expect all those other games to have. I did not look through the journal at all. Everything's locked. I can't imagine collectibles and all this other stuff is going to be that interesting. The weapons that they do have in the game, from what I've seen, have been pretty interesting. Same concepts that you'd see in all the other battle royales. I do like the fact that it is in this universe. I have only noticed one map, and maybe other people have noticed there's more than one map, but I've only been queued for one map. Tremere wouldn't need weapons. Yeah.
Have you heard?
Have you heard? So they don't have the voice lines. They just have a quick little voice line dialogue, and then they give you text here. I'm disappointed to not immediately blame my Heartbeat of Prague.
Hello there.
Be sure to introduce yourself to. All right, whatever. It's all good. Oh, there's Krill up there. He's the Bruja Primogen. Now I'm not a hardcore Vampire the Masquerade expert. I know a little bit. I played it a little bit in college. Ben, myself, Lisa, Casey, Brendan, some other folks. We all kind of got together off and on and played that. That was fun. I actually enjoyed that more than D&D. Maybe because the D&D experiences that I had were kind of so-so. Wait. Can I pick this up? Is there just random things that'll unlock like this whenever I find it in this free roam space? That's kind of ridiculous. What do you have to say? You're the sheriff. I need volunteers. Buy us time to regroup. So this all seems very generic. Like they don't know what they're doing yet with the dialogue. And that's fine. All right, we're going to go ahead and ready up. We're going to solo ready. We're going to try this out. Try it on her again. Oh, the Vampire. Dude, if Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 came out, I would try it on her again. This time, though, when the new KOTOR game comes out, the remake, I will have her play that. And that'll be my I'll be like, hey, baby, you want to play some Knights of the Old Republic? And she'll be like, yeah, maybe. Try to get her to play the original Knights of the Old Republic. Again, that game came out in, I want to say 2004, 2005. When did that came out? Came out when I was in high school, and I tried to get her to play it even after some of like the on PC. You can do some kind of graphical enhancements. Community have made mods to make the graphics a little bit better. Still doesn't do it for her. She can't get through it, but she does. Not anymore since we've had Cooper. She hasn't been playing a whole lot, but before Cooper, she played SWTOR quite a bit, the MMO for Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I played with it quite a bit off and on too. And I was a big fan of SWTOR, and I knew a lot about like specific things that happened in SWTOR based on KOTOR because I've played KOTOR, and I try to get her to play it, and she just won't do it. Because of the graphics. So now that it's going to be redone with better graphics and maybe hopefully a cooler engine concept. I'm not bashing the engine whatsoever. I think BioWare did an excellent job with the turn-based combat. Loved it. I'm going to still be Prowler here. Just remember Ben not having alacrity, so his turn would be like, I shoot, I missed, I'm done. Tang, that's right, Tang. I remember Tang. All right, here we go. So you can hit X to heighten your senses. You can see civilians around. You can go and feed on them. So it's similar to like picking up. Oh shit, that's a mistake. I'm dead already. So as you can see, I broke the Masquerade, and now I'm going to be revealed for the next 50 seconds. And that's bad because all the other vampires know where the frick I am, and I'm gonna die early in this match, and it's gonna be bad. So I need to find a gun, and I need to find armor because I have no armor. And this guy is mad because everyone knows that I'm a vampire. And people already know that I'm here, so I'm just gonna grab some blood packs. And what's in here? Come on, weapons maybe? More blood packs. Oh, I'm full. Okay, we gotta get out of here. And with this game, the great thing is you can climb on everything. Vampires are pro. Oh shoot, there's gunfire. That's behind us. We're gonna move away from the gunfire. I'm still revealed. Here's me dying. And I'm dead. GG's. That was the fastest round I've ever played. Look, he's gonna finish me. Wow, 39 of 43. I suck. We're gonna try that again. Again, I screwed up the Masquerade there. I fed on somebody. Leave session. I fed on somebody. The human saw it. Then I broke the Masquerade. Then essentially you're just frickin' everyone sees you on the radar, and everyone sees you like highlighted, which sucks. So that was bad. Leaving Asylum in 2 seconds. The turn-based combat was gross. Dude, it was not that bad. The reason why I liked it was... I enjoyed playing that game. My older brother and I, and my younger brother too, but my older brother and I played that game quite a bit. And we would start playing it on the harder modes. And then we were really into trying to beat the game on the harder modes. So, you know, utilizing like thermal detonators and when to pause the game and like swap over to one of your other companion characters and then have them like do moves. Like we got really into like the turn-based combat. What I don't like is that the shooting civilian ruins the masquerade somehow. Oh, do they? If you shoot the civilian, it does. That's stupid because if you're just a vampire, you could just be a dude shooting a dude. I was expecting the combat to be Jedi Academy. Oh, where you just kind of hack and slash, or it's like left click, or just hit the button. That's one of my favorite games ever. Easy top 10. Yeah, you know. I'm not saying that Jedi Academy is bad. That's a good game. Jedi Outcast, all those games, great. But for me, like, another thing too is like my older brother wasn't a big action game guy. He wasn't really good with button mashing and kind of quick on your toes thinking. He had a great strategy mind. He has a great strategy mind. He's not like dead or anything. Like that sounds bad. He had one, or now he's just an idiot. No, hopefully he's not watching right now. But no, like so he always enjoyed the more difficult kind of thought inducing combat mechanics as opposed to just quick on your feet kind of combat stuff. He'd kind of pause it, do some stuff, and then so to each their own. I enjoy both mechanics. Either one works for me. So one of the things I screwed up on whenever I died in the last match here was I was stupid enough not to hit my Q key. Q key would have turned me into a pile of smoke and disappeared. I could have got away from that guy that was shooting me on the roof. But I forgot the keybinds for this game because, again, I've only played that. Was like my second or third match. Probably technically my second one that I actually finished. Control... I was smacking control, and that was not the right key to press. All right, so we're loading in. The other games I had planned tonight, I did not pre-install. So if we have time, I can probably install some games while we're talking here on stream. Or I might just hop into some Final Fantasy. I know some people love Final Fantasy 14. Me. I like it. It's really good. But the thing is like, there's people that watch MMOs on, I guess it's any game, right? I try to keep things fresh and enjoyable. Like this game is kind of a fast-paced game. We can jump in, jump out. It's a new game, just came out, so we can talk about it. Whereas with Final Fantasy, you see me sit at a screen, running dungeons and staring at a button and clicking buttons on the screen. And you're like, oh yeah, this is so entertaining. Granted, I just started playing the Dancer class a little bit to kind of get familiarized with that. One of the easier classes in the game. FBI, open up! RGB Blight, rated with 7 viewers. What's going on? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the raid. We're trying to load into Vampire Bloodhunt here, but it's giving us some issues. It's loading Prague, apparently. I've been loading Prague for some time, and it's not that my computer sucks. It's that I think people are still connecting to the session. There we go. Gas imminent. Wait. Is this like, am I glitched? Is something loaded, but I think something is very alpha with this game. I'm glad Craigasm didn't go. Didn't Craigasm get like, oh no, Poggers got removed, right? Craigasm's always been here. I think we're screwed because I just saw that the red cloud thing was starting to get smaller, and yeah, avoid it to survive. I'm gonna back out and then reload into session. I've seen this complaint as well. Not only do people crash when they load into the game, they will never actually load into the game. They sit there and do nothing. Look, I got XP. Wait a minute. I placed 32nd out of 43, and I didn't even load into the game. So was I loaded into the game, but the screen would not show me my character model behind that kind of other screen? Maybe that's what was going on. You know, how was your stream? Yeah, how was your stream? What were you playing? Were you playing this, or were you playing something else? All right, we're gonna queue up. Try it again. Here we go. But yeah, the guy when I played this game the other, you just beat it. You just beat Bloodlines. Okay. What did you think of Bloodlines? Bloodlines is such a great game. Is this your first time you've beaten it? You've probably beaten it a ton of times, right? I think I've beaten that game 4 or 5 times. 5th time. Oh yeah, it's such a great game. And like, I get like, you kind of wish nowadays that the player models were a little bit cleaner. But it's such a good game still. Such a good game. Speaking of Vampire, hold on, let me take out my headphones. I don't really need my headphones right now. You guys are crazy vinyl nuts. I don't know, I'm loading in right now. I'm laggy. But you can buy the Bloodline soundtrack on vinyl. And it's red too. It's really cool looking. So, there it is. It's like red and black. Has the soundtrack to the game, and it comes with a little digital code as well. If you're into just having the music digitally as well, for all you record dudes and gals, it's great. Yeah, I mean it is the OG soundtrack, and it sounds awesome. Got that warm sound if you're into vinyl. I've never actually beaten the game. I've always been scared. Once you get past the mansion, that's it. But you gotta remember, don't be afraid of the mansion. There are ghosts in that mansion, but you're a vampire. You're equally super powerful. The look does fit. I agree with that. So this album doesn't have any of the licensed music on it, I don't think. This has like the main themes, like the Chinatown theme. I hope I'm actually gonna be able to play this game. I might actually need to reboot the game here. It has Edward's theme, Crypt Combat, so a lot of the combat music, Santa Monica, the different areas, Hollywood. But I know, like, when you were in the nightclub, there's actually like legit music. Hey, thank you for the follow. And so those licensed music that are from bands, it's not on here. This is more the instrumental stuff that you hear from around town when you're exploring and doing combat. What is happening with this game? Like, I can like left click to zoom. It's loading prog. We'll give it a second. You know, second time's a charm, right? No, third time's a charm. After this screws up, oh, I'm getting shot right now. So clearly there's a bug with this game. So let me quit the game. We're gonna completely get back. We're gonna back out of this thing. We're gonna reboot it. Oh, look at that. Unreal Engine has crashed. Come on, man. I know you're an alpha, but just help me out here. You know, they're not gonna get my logs. I probably should have sent them my logs, to be honest, but I didn't. If we do that again, I will send them my logs. Here we go. We're gonna reboot. The copyright music got vids on my YouTube. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I believe it. And it's like, I think it's like 30 seconds or less, or like 20 seconds. So you can walk into the frickin' nightclub, and then you'd be just nailed immediately. I actually, what I'll do a lot of times is I'll re-render the videos on YouTube after I port them from Twitch, and I'll just block out the audio or just cut it. But I don't actually, like, I'm not a huge, as you can see, we don't have tons of viewers here, but you know, when I do stuff on YouTube, I just kind of like, if you lose some content on YouTube, you know, come to the streams. We'll try to keep things fresh here, and it's more so like I'd say it's more of a video game blog for me. Like, if I ever wanted to go back and, like, say, like, watch a video with one of my friends or family and be like, hey, I played that game. It's on YouTube. You can watch it, me playing it, instead of me playing it again. All right, well, here we go, queuing. I'm hoping this works. If not, we'll look into the settings here and see if there's any settings we can maybe tweak or change to let me actually freaking play this game. Where did I get the vinyl? Sorry, I got the vinyl on... I want to say I bought it on Amazon. Let me check my Amazon and see if it was where I got it. If I didn't get it on Amazon, I can tell you where I bought it.
Safe travels.
Let me see if I can find it really quick. Hopefully we load here this time. So it's not there, so let me double check Amazon. And the thing with vinyl records too, a lot of times when they're like game prints, yeah, I got it on Amazon. It's on Prime right now, $25.47. Originally $30.98. You can have it at your place in 2 days if you have Prime. Let's make sure. Yeah, this is the vinyl. $25.47. That's actually cheaper than what I paid for it. I bought it for $30 when it first came out, so that's a good price. Just be wary if you're a big vinyl collector. Depending on where the vinyl ships when you're buying it from Amazon, even if it's shipped and sold by Amazon.com, they sometimes don't package it very well. So can be hit or miss when you order records from kind of a big box place like Amazon. Hopefully it doesn't get roughed up in the mail. I know some people don't really care as long as the vinyl's in good condition. They're happy. But some people are very particular about, you know, putting things in a plastic sleeve and making sure like there's no dings or dents in the jackets and stuff like that. Just, you know, in my case, it was very, very well packed, but I have purchased some records from places on like Amazon where they kind of get rough with them. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we're gonna try with the Prowler again. If that doesn't work, we'll just try a different character. I just want to load the game. Just show me the game. Just show me the next screen past this one. That's what I want to see. We got past it once, right? I hope this goes well. How to get going? Hey, no worries. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the raid, and yeah, check out the vinyl if you're into that. And this game's free too. So if your computer can play it, it's on Steam right now, and it's not for everybody. It's a battle royale multiplayer game. Not everybody likes those. Totally get that, but it's worth a try. It's free. So. Waiting for players, so that's a good sign. We're not loading into prog. You guys can't see it because my camera in the lower right here is blocking my text that I see, which is waiting for players. So we're waiting for everyone to load in. Still, again, this is an alpha, everybody. This game isn't like ready for prime time, even though they'll sell you a battle pass. I think it's like $15 for the battle pass right now, and hell, I can't even load into a game. Oh, and by the way, Ben reminded me. I need to put my bot in the channel. Wow, I'm dropping the ball. Dropping the ball. I had a late start. Hopped down here within like 5 minutes before I was supposed to go live. No green screen today. We loaded in. We loaded in. Bot should be up here in just a minute. I'll have to log into it if it's not set up. Oh, there's somebody close already. Ooh, double crossbows? What is this? That's really close. So I think the player count on these missions are... Ooh, look at this. Double crossbow, and we'll take this. That's close. Let's go up top here. Oh, there's a vampire right here. You can see him on the radar. He broke the masquerade. That's why that lady was screaming down the street here. So you can see there's bats somewhere nearby. You can hear them. That's someone else that's also an Nosferatu. They're on the other side of this, so we're going to climb up. So you can see the red up there. Those are guys that have broken the masquerade, so we can see exactly what they are. Oh, this is gold. This is good. What do we got here? What do we got here? Ooh, a sniper rifle. That's probably a mistake, to be honest, but we'll go with that. We have the crossbow bolts. I think these are exploding crossbow bolts as well, so that could be helpful. Gas is imminent. Okay, so we got to head over here. Now that we have the sniper rifle, we'll probably want to stay up high, but that doesn't mean... Oh, shoot, you can slide pretty far. I think the Bruja... I forget which clan in this game has the super jump, but I do think there's a class or one of the characters that have a super jump. How do I look down the sights? Wait, there's no sights? There's a scope on this. Okay, I have 17 rounds. So the zone is back there, behind me, toward the art gallery. It looks like they're going to be coming. These guys over here have to come to me. So we'll drop the bats right there. And so if they come up that side of the wall, we'll know about it. And I don't know how long the bats last. I don't know if it's a certain time limit or... I like how, like, that's not... Using weapons or powers will reveal your position. Okay. Does climbing a wall like that break the masquerade? Because I'll tell you what. Nobody does that. I mean, I don't care if you're a martial artist. You're not just climbing walls like that. I still don't have armor, I don't think. Let me double check. 6 is the armor button. I don't have any. I don't like this. I don't... So... One of the other things I should be doing, and now is not the time, because there's gunfire, is how do you ADS? I mean, you can ADS, right click, but like, oh, look at these guys. These guns, the fact that they have bigger guns like this, let's get in there and get some, and we're gonna go with these crossbows, double crossbows. Just call me Van Helsing. Oh shoot, I got wrecked. I got wrecked so bad. And I'm dead. Again, this is solo. And so once you're dead like that, unless you get away, there's no way you're going to get out. They can use the mid-air jump to extend the sliding jump. Okay. Where's the holy water? Uh-oh, over? It's working. So I'm not going to spec this guy. But look at this guy. He's got crazy skins. He's sliding around. He's doing cool jumps and jubes and joop-doops. 19 people left. This guy plays the game a lot. Anyway, back to the other point that I was making. The one concern that people had with this game was you play this game, and you look at the XP that I got there. Granted, I didn't last that long. I got midway through the card there, so to speak. But I didn't even get... I'm still not even level 2. And you feel like a lot of those things, a lot of the games like this tend to let you have a couple levels pretty quick just to get you in on the ground level. They want you to play this game. You're like, oh, you're gaining some levels. But then after you hit level 10, maybe it slows down quite a bit and it takes a while to get anywhere. Not happening with this one. It's just they're making you earn it immediately out of the gate. Granted, they probably, they don't have a whole lot of new content in the sense that like the skins are pretty boring toward the early levels. But the guy that we just saw, like this guy, he has the same outfit as the other person did. Let's see while we're waiting for our queue, I wonder if we can do that. What level is that? Just so we have an idea of how long this guy's been playing. I think it was this one, right? Is that it? Looks, maybe that's 50. Let's see, we'll keep going here. Maybe that's the default outfit. What if that's just the default outfit? I'm just a scrub. Could be that. That's a cool little outfit. Look at that, that's pretty neat. I just don't understand why, like, all the men are very buff and all the women are very thin. That's not true. I think the Nosferatu men were skinny boys. I don't know why I can't wear leather straps. As a Nosferatu, what the heck? Strap it up. Again, I think they only have the one level here. Not a big deal, I guess. But the thing is as people play this game a lot, the map isn't very big. It's 44 players or 42 players, so it's not massive. And most of the buildings aren't enterable. So in that case, I'm going to go to the bottom right here, bottom left. People just memorize a lot of the exterior buildings and walls. And there's not a problem with that at all. It's just some people that have been playing this game, of course, have an advantage because they have the expertise of knowing the map. And I do not. We'll try Prowler one more time, and then we'll swap up to like maybe Brute or Vandal. We'll go Bruja route. I looked at the Muse and Siren stats stuff. Not very impressive, to be honest, what they do. At least we're actually loading into the game this time. So if I sneak up behind this guy, oh, look at this. This is what we need. Look, an AK out the gate and dual pistols. Wait, did I get you? What's happening here? Let me slurpity slurp slurp. All right, there's our first perk. We got pretty much health regen, fairly slow health regen. Wait, what is this? Oh, there's a guy on the roof up there. The better question is, why are all these vampires just killing each other? Let's see how sucky I am. Oh, get wrecked, dude. Alright, we're gonna keep this. That lady's like, people murdering people out here, man. I gotta get home. Alright, we gotta heal up. Here, 6, nope, 5. How do I heal up? G? There we go. Blood syringe. That's good. That didn't give us very much health, did it? Do I have multiple blood syringes? I don't. This is a blood syringe. Why do I have to hit F to pick it up? I should just pick it up. Oh, there's gold over here. Let's head over that way. I think gold is the rarer games, or rarer items in the game, I think. That lady can heal you. Oh, I guess I could. Yeah. Oh, a Tommy gun, purple. We're gonna swap out for the Tommy gun, purple. She can, because I'll be able to drink her up. Where's she at? Oh, this will be good. This is a medical truck. Maybe there's blood banks. Oh shoot, son. All right, zone's closing now. Let's see how fast the zone closes. Okay, it's moving fairly quick. Let's get going. I hear footsteps. X key lets us see. X gonna give it to you, by the way. X key lets us see items as well as, I think, humans. I don't think it'll pick up fellow vampires unless they've broken the masquerade from a long distance. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's just humans and... Let's go down here. It's a love-hate relationship with being on the street versus being up in the air. You know, up in the air is good, but like if you're down on the street and you're hiding close corners like this guy, oh, that's a civvy. Good thing I didn't pull the trigger on that one. We're just gonna drink them. Let me just kiss your lips. I still don't have any armor though. That's where the Prozone boys are. That's the you can get some high loot. That's NPCs over there. The little masquerade cross thing. If you willingly go over there and stir up the shit pot, you can. You get some rewards if you do so. But you gotta make a lot of noise doing that, and somebody else is gonna just jack you anyway. So I'm not gonna take any chances. We're gonna see if we can just stumble across. I think you can pick up an axe. Yeah, you can have 3 items. That's cool. So again, roof fighting. That's where it's at. The crane's up ahead to my front. Oh, shit. The crane's up ahead to my front. I watched a guy, the one match where I got top 5. The guy who got second place. Oh, there we go. He, I love the animation. It looks so bad. What is this? There we go. He was actually up in that crane the whole time, and he had an SMG and a sniper rifle, and he just sat up there, and he was just popping people. So we don't have any backup armor, but we do have armor plates, and we have full health, so that's way better than the last couple games we've been experiencing. Again, I don't like being up high. People can see you up here much easier if they're up here too, so cover and concealment is great. Like this right here. Low footprint. You know what I mean? But we gotta keep moving. There we go. Ah! I swear I hear something. Did I not pick up that armor? Shit. They need to fix that. Oh my god! I had that lady, man. So my problem was reaction time. I realized I had to reload my Tommy gun. I should have been swapping to my primary, that larger LMG, to start shooting that guy immediately. But honestly, I don't think I would have got out there alive, because look, there's another set of 2 more people fighting right now. Let's see who wins this one really quick. I'm curious. We're specking. Oh, okay, she got him. Well, if you know, I do appreciate that I didn't die from somebody that just got whomped, but you know, it is what it is. The other Nosferatu gets a semi-stealth thing when they crouch. Let's take a look at that one then. And what there, when I was playing, I didn't use any abilities. That's another problem that I had right there. Now, could I have gotten away? Should I have backed off? Probably. That's good XP, I guess. I got a couple kills there, so that's probably why, right? That's probably because I completed a challenge. Still don't have enough XP for that jacket. And then we'll just puppy queue, we'll puppy queue some groups as well. Takes a few seconds to activate, but it's nice situation when you're, yeah, and again, I think there's more to it whenever you just sit there. So let's go ahead and hit escape. We'll choose, I don't know if I need to, do I have to customize this person? No, we can just, that's the guy you're talking about, the saboteur, right? They have, no, that's not it. Bombs, oh, it's turned semi, okay, yeah, okay. So they do have, okay, stealthy trapper. And then this one was adrenaline rush, leap forward, dealing damage, and then that's the powerful leap forward. Half their health when not taking damage. Shockwave capable of deflecting bullets. Interesting. Okay, we'll go with saboteur. We won't customize him. He looks fine. He looks a little banged up, but you know what? Most of them do. Most of them do. All right, so we're queued. Wait. There's an inappropriate name here. I don't know how they got. Can't show that on Twitch. Jeez, oof. Voldemort. I'm just Voldemort. Daily challenges. we go. From what I've played in the game so far, I think there's definitely some room for improvement. I don't think it's a bad third-person shooter. It is a little punchy, I guess, in the sense that like I feel like there's some movement issues with the game still when you're shooting, and then whenever you're trying to like climb a building and that kind of thing. I wish it was a little bit more seamless, but I'm not saying it's horrible. Like I've played way worse. I do think they should prioritize creating another map. There's a guy that's gonna be spawning right next to us here. It looks like, I think, unless that's where the other maybe that's where the humans are. I'm gonna assume it's a bad guy, so I'm gonna go up here to the left and just beat feet around the corner and see if I can just shoot the guy. Can you get into the club there? That I don't know if you can or not. I'm curious, do they all have the same base health? Do the Brujahs start with the same base health as like the Nosferatu folks? But they just have different perks? Is that how that works? I feel like it'd be unfair if they didn't, but I don't know. It's right up here to the right, I think.
Ow.
Oh, it's getting real in this club already. Oh no. What is this gun? It's a crossbow? Forget that. I'll just be the DJ now? No, this is not fun. What if this is like... Alright, so I need to find some ammo. I do like that skill. And that's close. Let's just drop a trap there. Let's head upstairs. There we go, blood packs and baseball bats. There's loot on the other side. I don't think I can go around, can I? Nope. Alright. There are people dying close by. What's this gonna be? It's gonna be good. Alright, we'll swap that here. Silence SMG Golden. So we got some good loot already besides our melee. It'd be good to get some armor though. We don't have any armor. A lot of times with these types of games, while it's not entertaining to do so, camping is a very valuable thing to do on solos. Oh shit. Well, GG's boys, I'm screwed. What we'll do here is we're gonna camp for at least a minute. Can they climb through the windows or above me? I don't know if they can get above me or not. They probably can. Looks like there's a hole in that glass up there. Bet you the Prozone boys legit just do this on purpose, get revealed, and they come in, they just bait folks to come into like places like this. I don't know. Curtains, the vampire's nemesis. Yeah, I know, right? I wonder if this auto sets, or do I have to hit a button to do that? Let me hit E. Oh, we just get multiple? How many do I get? And when I crouch walk, I'm still hidden. I mean, I'm like, not necessarily hidden per se, but I'm like freaking Predator. Or freaking Terminator almost, because I look silver. Ooh. All right. Anyway, new zone in two minutes here. I want to keep moving. See this stuff, this aura. I don't know if you can do something with this. That was where the loot was. All right, there's guys over here. Let's go get some. What's that? And that guy's revealed in falling through the wall. You saw him fall, right? This boy's falling too. Look at this. Oh my god, he's at 96! What the fuck? Oh my god, everybody's here. He's gonna get away and survive, I bet. I have 6 health right now. Be pounding it like frickin' Mountain Dew. So I have 220 health. Or sorry, I have 200 health. The last time I played I had 250. I think it's because I fed on somebody that gave me a perk to maybe have more health. I feel like I had 250 last game. Or not, yeah, last game. So how am I doing on ammo here? I have like freaking no... Is that ammo? No, those are pistols. Oh, buddy. It's all looted already. That's the end of the zone. We have no time at all. Zone's gonna close. Actually, I'm already in the zone. It's gonna change and show something here soon. Gas him in 6 seconds? That's quick. Hopefully I'm right here. Are you heightened right now? Are you super heightened? So, oh fuck, that's close. Did you hear that? There's crossbow bolts or something maybe popping by. Probably should have just stayed at the frickin' nightclub. Here we go, there's some ammo here. Just gonna chill for a second, go back. What is this? Collectible? It's a collectible. Let's unlock something. So we're gonna chill for a second. Next zone's 1:38. We got 11 players up. I'm a scrub and haven't killed anybody yet. Granted, we did shoot a crap ton of dudes earlier. Oh, there's a guy up there with a sniper rifle. Let's see if he sees me from here. Oh, that's close too. I swear I keep hearing stuff. So there's a guy like 120-ish. On that far roof. He's holding the edge because he wants to make sure there's no one behind him. Maybe he'll go up high here with the sniper rifle. I swear I heard somebody over in this direction too. 255. But there is a AI down below us toward that high tier loot in Princess Haven. That's probably the noise maybe we heard. Again, I don't have a whole lot of ammo. Probably enough to get one kill. But once we get a kill, we should get some ammo. I don't even have armor. That's another problem. I'm in like late game at this point. No armor. I don't want to move too much because There's one right there. Late game, the other Nosferatu with the bats is super good. Somebody jumping? So we do need to make our way over to the right there. Wondering if we should hit the ground. That's ammo over there, looks like it. Shotgun shells, I don't think that's gonna help me out. What's OP is fudge right there. What is that? That's OP. They gotta nerf that. Bush strat, yeah, it's just bush strat. We're playing PUBG Battlegrounds, whatever they call it nowadays. Just sit in the bush all day and then wait for the last two people and then just shoot them at the end. No armor, you don't need armor. You don't need a frying pan, just sit in the bush. The guy, I guarantee you the guy that's top tier is going to be like top 5 here. Look at this, we're top 6 and we haven't even killed yet. We're just sitting in the corner. Top 5, we're doing it. This is no skill. This is me being a chump. Let's take a look at the map. Very interesting how the zone closes in this game. It's not like a square. It's not like a circle. It's this weird oblong, weird shaped thing. I will camp this next minute and a half, and then we'll start moving. I need to find armor. If I get into a combat situation where I don't get first shot on somebody that has armor, I'm dead. There's no point. Haas Haas 00312 wants to thank you. Wait, what? I can't read my own message? There we go. How many? Whoa, look at all these follows all of a sudden. Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate the follow. Are there 2 of you guys? Haas once and Haas re? I don't understand. Alright, so we got 20 seconds. Zone is slowly closing in here. It looks like it anyway. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Still 5. Everybody else is doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now. Well, no, Gooby just killed Creepy Mommy. 4 players left in this zone. How many of them? Oh, look at that circle luck. Just call me Circle Luck Chuck. Cue up my SMG. I'm just going to hide in the corner here. Make sure I'm in the bush. Am I in the zone? It doesn't look like it. It's gonna be on the roof, I think. I think this is not where I need to be. Toss some traps. Good thinking. Oh, dude, I threw a trap so frickin' far. I gotta wait for 14 seconds. Is there a place? There's that ledge above me. I have to climb straight up the top. I can't even see because it's first person or third person. All right, we gotta go up. What did you see? What did you see? that guy behind me right there? He's above me. Oh, he's right there. He used his powers for evil. I'm sliding. Oh, look at this. Yeah. This is it. This is the place to be. Uh-oh. I wonder if they see the bubbles, like the giant aura trap. I hope they wouldn't. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Watch the one guy sneak up behind me and get me good. These guys are just going to town. Just call me Trapper Jones. Three people left. Probably should have a trap behind me too, huh? I'm gonna make this guy earn it. Oh shit, he's gonna come this way, I bet. We have to. The zone's like right here. What you gotta do is you gotta third party it, right? 8. But like, problem is I don't know where they're at right now. They were on the roof, they were up. This game's a little bit more fast-paced than some of the others. Zone's pretty small for a 2-minute, so it's gonna take a while for it to close. Curious how many traps you get here. Everyone else is still up. 3-man. I just realized that my following updates and all that stuff, my sub goals and all that, are covering up my kill count and the player count. So there is 0 kills, and I've got 3 players total left, including myself. There's the one boy. I wonder if he can... He's looking. He don't even know. So I'm holding down the control key right now, but man, I gotta crack my thumb. There we go. Knuckles are hurting. Holding down that shift key all day, I'll do it to you. Or the control key. Well, minute and 22 seconds. There they are. Oh, is he just shooting into the... What is that? What is this? They're triggering my traps. Is he gonna shoot into the grass? Is he right here? Shit! You know why I lost? No armor. Oh, that other guy got back up. That other guy got back up. Shit. Did that guy die? I don't know who died there. It's over. Now, is there like a cool like action pose? Do they do that? No. No action pose. Just GG's. Maybe if you win, you get to do something cool. Should have stayed in your traps. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But guess what? We unlocked the Army of Death outfit. Well, let me tab out and adjust my tabs here. Alright, there we go.
I wish you a good evening.
You wish me a good evening. Premium only item. So let's go to customization. Let's go put him in his cool outfit. Actually, I don't know if I like that. kind of blend in with the green of the simple greens. They're better than the other thing because it had text on it. Camouflage, right? I'm going to go ahead and switch F2. I'm going to hit ready. I'm going to try a group match just with some puppies. I don't know how that's going to work, if there's even voice audio or how that even plays out. I think one of the things that made PUBG better back in the day was the fact that they had a first-person only option and a third-person only option. It'd be cool to see that with this game. I don't think they don't need to spend too much time on making it look amazing in first person with regard to gun position and reload animations. I think that's not a deal breaker for something, depending on the budget. But I do think that there is a benefit of supporting a first person only style game like this. Is this the game I wanted? No. Is this the game that I knew that was coming out? No. It's cool that it did, I guess. I'm a fan of Vampire the Masquerade, but did it need a battle royale? No. It needs to have Bloodlines too. It needs to not get delayed. That'd be nice. It'd be a good game. Granted, I don't know. A lot of people didn't like Bloodlines 1 when it first came out until they started patching some of it, and there's some fan-made patches for it that fixed some bugs that even developers didn't get a chance to get to. Yeah, we'll just spawn here. That's fine, I guess. I don't care. We got Snitfit and Tahertz. I don't know if I have an open mic policy on this game or how that works. You guys can hear me or what? Did I not spawn? Wait. No. It's loading their character, but not mine. Oh, they're picking. It's like Apex, but more ghetto. I get to pick last. I wonder if more people play the solos or they play 3-man. 3-man is 3-man gonna be still 40-some players and it's just smaller group or less team or less player count in that sense because we're team based. And why does that guy only have 2 health bar? Oh, that's gotta be. Oh, that's back. Okay, it's showing it. It's very nice that we all start with at least a pistol. Up shoot. A crossbow. What is this? Just ammo. Is he gonna grab that stuff? I guess not. Look at him jumping like a crazy man because he's the. I swear I just heard something. Those are crossbows shooting at us. Okay. It's the same gun I've got. Probably could have carried 2 of those, but that's fine. What's happening here? What is happening here? Nobody's playing as a team right now. We're just all running around. I'm gonna follow this guy. Wait. There we go. Dual pistols. Wait, what? Pick up the shotgun. Okay. I got dual pistols. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's bad boys. No problem. Well, let me kiss your face. Let me just give you a kiss. Where's my boys? Snitfit's not doing so well. Where's my other guy? There he is. Let's get out of here. Oh shit, we're getting shot at. She's not happy. She's hissing like a snake. 35 players remaining. Whoa. What's that? BAR? Why would you not want the BAR? Well, these are bad boys here. This guy's a dangerous mofo. Can I trap these boys? Will the AI see me? Oh, man. Where's the loot? Where's the loot? Oh, this was a bad idea. Burst rifle. This seems like a bad idea. Oh, look at all this armor. Probably shouldn't have just took it all. But I did. We should not be hanging out right there. What the hell is that? This is the civvy that's running around. I hear all the beeps and the shoops and the boops. Oh shit. Where's he getting shot at? They're all burst rifle. Is that the fat loot? Is it? There's another enemy over there. Got some blood bags. There's some more armor that I don't need. I'll probably take it though. Semi-automatic. Should the crossbow be taken? We're gonna take it. What? We're gonna use that for close range. I think I should probably swap to this LMG, but we'll stick with this. We'll roll with this. Oh my god, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Out of space. I already maxed out. I think we can carry 4 on top of the one you're wearing, it looks like. Like rooftop nightclub thing going on here. This is a good high area to be. Not much else higher than us here. It's good. Somebody's being blood hunted. I wonder if there's dynamics on how to kind of drop this. Where's Sniffy Beans, boy? Snitfit. Put it on. Put on your armor. Oh, we gotta go. He's gonna grab another armor. Get it. Get it. Good. You'll have 2. Oh, look at him. He can just jump like... Oh, my God. That's the benefit of being part of that clan. Oh, shit. Look at that. All my armor, gone. I'm kind of like wall around a little bit or something. I don't understand. I wonder if there's a button that I'm not pressing to be able to look down sights for like the sniper rifles and stuff, and I'm just not doing it. So I need to find a spot and just sit there with minimal exposure, which is probably nowhere near here. Down there looks pretty good, but my team is up there. $21 players remaining. Any other good games come out lately that I should check out? Anything that's free or not gonna break the piggy bank? Probably take a break after maybe one more of these group ones, and then I'm gonna grab some more water. And ooh, we're shooting dudes. Gotta help out the team. Oh, got one. Let's see if he's gonna help us out. Oh, got another one. Ah, this is called bloodlust right here. This is when you just go in, you just shoot a dude. They're gonna get back up. If they have a timer, I think they can just get back up. I'm gonna get myself killed here, I think. Shit. Oh, that was a frickin' mortal! Ah, gosh darn it. I got the bloodlust. Oh my gosh, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man. Our guys are outside the zone right now. I got 38 seconds on my thing.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's correct. It's very correct. I mean, what are you doing? Just standing there looking like a vampire. Reload! He's behind that. How am I down? What? How am I down? I threw a trap, right? Smith is the last guy on our team. The other guy's gonna die, isn't he? Oh, wreck him! You're missing all your shots! Get out of there, no! Snit fit. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's another dude. Oh, 8th place out of 16. Not very good. I got gassed. I got someone farted on me. Haas 3 Master. What is this? How am I getting follows from people? Are these like real followers? It's the same person though. I don't understand. Thank you though, I guess. As long as you enjoy the show, if you're watching. And yeah, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what you're doing. I can only have so many followers. I'm already, you know, have affiliate status. I'm not a, what do they call it? The fancy smants one. Partner. I'm not a partner, but to get partner at this point, I have to have like 75 people watch me. 75 people watch me on average. That's too many. It's a lot. They're not even in chat. Yeah, I don't know. So it's a 3-man. There's no 4-man. There's no 2-man options for this.
Salutations.
Let's go ahead and do back to solo. We'll do one more solo. The group's cool, but for puppies, like, it would be nice if I'm playing with somebody that actually wants to play that I know, because then I could talk to them in the game or in like Discord, so I know what's going on. Like, oh, there's contact at 120. You know, there's a guy coming up the top of the building with a shotgun. Look out!
Good hunting.
Naya's out of Epic Game Store. Out on Epic Game Store. Isn't that on is that a remake? Is that a remake or is that remaster, I mean? It's free. Shoot. We'll look at that after this. Wasn't that a PS2 game? PS3? Yeah, I was at the Best Buy looking at the routers, like I said earlier today. And let's go here. And funny enough, I was reading a review. Guy came over to me. He's like, "Oh, you have any questions?" I'm like, "No, I'm sitting here reading a review on this specific modem." He's like, "Oh, or router." And he's like, "Oh, this is a really good router." I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." And that's all I said to him. He's like, "Well, if you have any questions, let me know." And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. That's cool." Like I didn't give a shit about what he wanted to say to me, and I think he could tell because I was just knee deep in like reading this review about like really in depth like performance on specific radio frequencies on the 5 gigahertz channel for this specific Linksys router I was reading, and when he saw me looking at graphs on my phone, I think that's when he noticed he was just gonna walk away. This just shows that I'm a freaking loser, I guess. But I didn't try to be rude. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just like, didn't really need any help from somebody. Hey, if anybody's in Morgantown too, and you're familiar with Starport Arcade and Pub, you remember they closed down a little while ago because of COVID. They are in the process of a new location. They have not disclosed the location, but they have possibly the most taps in the state of West Virginia. We can't be quoted on that, but their draft selection will be epic. So they're putting in new wires for. Look at all those beer taps. That's nuts. It's crazy business. Not that I drink beer, but it's a lot of beer. Is there somebody nearby? That's good. No one's nearby. Big fan of Starport though. The guy who runs the arcade there, solid guy, great dude. Does a lot of charity work, and big fan of that. Crossbow and sniper rifle. What a stupid combination that was. I shouldn't have picked that up. That's close. Let's not stick around too long. Oh yeah, boy. I might have to just go in with my swords. Oh, they're shooting. Just go over and slash them. Go. We'll get rid of the crossbow here. Oh, there we go. Some guns. Okay. Okay, I see how this works. I don't know about that second shot. I'm pretty sure that got him. Oh, body! I shot him as he disappeared. I lost him. He's gone. Power of the vampire. Just teleporting, zip zooping. All that stuff's been looted down there. Let's get to the rooftop. The sky bar. Oh, there he is. Oh, Look at him. Look at him. All right. This is a bad idea. We're going to do it, though. They keep running. So there was some weapons and ammo to my right. I kind of bypassed all that. Ooh, buddy. AK, golden AK. Let's call me Mr. Russian. You're saying someone with swords was reflecting my bullets back at me at the game. Don't know if that has to be gold or what. Oh, that's pretty freaking cool. Now there was that ability, that static one, that one Brewhog. Like if they were like bouncing bullets, that's freaking sweet. Wonder how that works. I don't want crossbows. The Skyball. Okay, so this shotgun ammo, whatever the hell this thing is, that's pistol ammo. Let's get up here. Helipad, that's where it's at right there. The one thing I don't have that I wish I had was more sniper rifle ammo. That was not sniper rifle ammo. So Chopper Dave right there. I hate to move all the way over there. I want to see where the zone's going to take us. There's a guy camping here. I'm going to go. Let's make this interesting. Let's not camp. Oh, shit. Don't want to take that. I think things should auto pick up like health packs and armor, but maybe not guns. Oh shit, the helipad is not in zone, but we will loot it nonetheless. Oh shit, the slide is too much in this game. I don't know if we're slippery, slimy vampires or what's going on here. Oh, it's high caliber, but I don't need it. I really, really want some sniper ammo. Oh, I got some. Perfect. Now we just gotta play the waiting game, but first we gotta get in zone. All right, let's go. This is bad. I shouldn't be sprinting like this, but I'm doing it. Here. That sounds close. This building sucks. I don't like it, because... Fuck. I'm gonna get myself killed for just running out in the open like this. It's bad. I need high ground with a lot of low cover. And there's some behind me, but... is probably bad because my back is still... This will be good when the zone closes. All right, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we'll check out Epic Game Store here shortly as well. So Lone Wolf, I'm on the last mission. I was able to play a little bit of Final Fantasy earlier today. Last mission of 5.1 post Shadowbringers. That first set of missions, the first 10. The last mission requires, there's like an instance. I did not have time to finish that one, so I didn't dive into it yet, but getting close. Gas is imminent, and I'm not in the zone. The closest high area is over this way. So I need to go back over to the buildings over here. And the ground looks good there. I think that's fine. We gotta watch my rear, because people can go up there while the zone is closing. But there is some cover, so we can roll with this. I just gotta change. Here we go. Trying to figure out what the best space is for exposure. This isn't necessarily the best place to be, I guess, but we got armor, we got tons of ammo, and we got a sniper rifle, and we got crazy badass swords. I'm just gonna toss some traps. So his passive. So I guess okay, this one he's got the traps and he can turn like this, whereas the other one has the bats as well as. Well, they have the bats, and what else? What can they do? I think my mouse speed is a little too high. Let me turn it down a little bit there. 600 mega or 600 DPI might be a little bit better for us. My CS:GO DPI might be, yeah, that's as low as it'll go right now. Seems like there's some sort of in-game acceleration on the mouse right now. 7 people remain. I think after a certain point when the zone's so big, people just tend to camp until the zone gets pretty small. That seems to be the pattern here. I think it'd be cool if these were a little bit faster rounds. I mean, it's not a huge player count, and the map isn't that big, so I think they could probably half the time of the overall battle session, so they could speed up the zone closures, because that would make the combat faster paced. But then if you did that, that means there'd be more people playing through the missions, more people getting XP for doing that or dying quickly, and therefore they'd be completing the battle pass too quickly, and then people would be bitching about not having content. I think I'm outside the zone a little bit. Let's scoot in here. I think this is in zone right here. The marker could be a little better in this game. Not a big fan of the markers. It's this giant circle. I think I'm in the zone. It doesn't look like I'm in the zone. And oh shit, look how tiny that zone gets. Does it start closing immediately right here? That's exactly what I wanted to do, was jump on a giant car. Alright, now it's time to be a jungle boy. Oh shit, somebody totally saw that. Oh, Did they not see me? Did they not see me? Did he just jump up? Oh, he's a crazy man. He's just jumping the roofs. It's all about the sneak, man. You just gotta sneak. Where the fuck's the zone? I might die. Oh my god, it's all right here. There's a man who's dead. There's a guy on the roof above me. There's a man running. We're just gonna back away slowly. We're gonna hide right here by the cars. Guy's popping bats. He's looking for dudes. So we know we got another Nosferatu stealther boy up there. Oh. What the fuck? How do they not know? So what am I going to do here once we get down to the top? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. We're just going to let him fight. We're just going to let him fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Am I revealed? Why am I revealed? I don't understand why I'm revealed. Why am I revealed? Oh, it's bats? Is it the bats? Oh, he's shooting bats at me like a shit. Three left, by the way. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Where was that guy? He's to my left over there somewhere. Oh, fuck. The fuck? That's a bomb. Ah, I'm dead. Oh my god! Why did it come down to that, man? What do you, if you Diabolize somebody, do you get a bunch of crazy perks? Man. So close. Got second place. Pretty good. Got like 3 kills there, I think. Not amazing. I'm not like a pro gamer, but... Well, we've been playing this game for about 2 hours, almost full 2 hours. We started the stream and I talked for a little bit first, so I think this is a good time to stop. It's almost 10 o'clock. What did I think? Refund? I mean, it's hard to refund a game that's free right now. Would I keep playing this game? Probably not. Not without friends. I think the solo stuff's kind of fun, but again, maybe if I had more free time. But there's so many other better games out there, and I wish this was Bloodlines 2. I really do, but it's not. And by all means, I'd be playing that in a heartbeat, even if it was so-so. And it was kind of re-released early or something like that. One thing that was confusing to me for a while when I was trying to dig around to find how to back out of the game, I figured it'd be up here at the top screen whenever I first played this, when I first booted up. Like, it's got to be in the under settings, right? So upper right, settings cog. Bottom right, you can't see it because my camera is in the way. But it just seems kind of buried how to get out of this game. They don't want you quitting. They don't want you to quit. Never mind. I was trying to hide. I should have hid better. Should have checked my armor and stuff like that. Second and third is pretty darn good. Yeah, you know, it worked out. It was not bad. Not a horrible game. but a game that I probably wouldn't play again solo. Like, it's fun to play solo a little bit. Again, we didn't play a whole lot of different character classes. We just the two Nosferatu ones. It is free though. I mean, if you've got a PC that's going to run it and you like those kind of shooter games, give it a go. Like I said earlier, I'd rather play. I'm going to switch this over while I'm logging into my account. Over to this screen. If I can even remember what my frickin' account is, because I haven't signed into it in a long time. Try our luck here. Is this my password? It is, but now I got an email I got to pull up. With my special security code. Two-factor sign-in is very important for many accounts on the internet nowadays. Without two-factor auth, it is very easy for brute force hackers to get in there. If the software does not have a way for you to prevent that. All right, let's see. Pre-order. What is this? What is happening? It's loading. It's trying to load. All right, let's return back to the game screen. Show my desktop. Rogue Company. Is there a thing for that? You said this was free. It's $40. Oh, the first game is free. 18 plus content. Wasn't this game... I swear this game was like a PS2 game, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember what this game was. Team Ninja. That's the same group that does Dead or Alive, right? DOA games. Cross-play multiplayer. Unleash your darkness. Oh, hydrate. All right, well, I can't hydrate without water, so I'm going to take a break really quick and go get some. What is Sheltered? We'll load up Sheltered. Oh, what is this? This looks like a... It wants to be like Fallout Shelter or something. What is this? Oh, you fight a bear? What is this? This is ridiculous. All right, we'll snag that for free. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and just run an ad for those of you that aren't subscribers. You'll see us back in a minute. Hopefully I'll be back at my desk with my water. Be right back. Thank you. All right, I'm back, and the ad's been over probably too long. I had to use the bathroom too. Drink a lot of water earlier. So, Malo Weebo bloat. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I can't be that entertaining. I was away from my desk. Okay, so we got it. We did it. We got this one. I can't remember this other game. I recognize the title, and I feel like it was on PlayStation or something. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Shenmue 3. That's not, we haven't played Shenmue 3 on stream. I played Shenmue 1 and 2 on stream. Shenmue 3 not as good as 3, but Shenmue 3 is not. Sorry, Shenmue 3 is not as good as 1 and 2. I was thinking about playing Batman tonight, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that. The other games I didn't get installed, which kind of sucks. And this other the game that Lone Wolf recommended is pretty massive. So I think I'm gonna just speed run a couple dungeons on Final Fantasy, and if that ain't your jam, I get it. If you want to kind of bail, but I am gonna be playing the dancer class as opposed to like the black mage and the white mage stuff, and do a little bit of the storyline too. I think maybe we'll see. Just for a little bit longer, and then we'll probably wrap up stream. I should have kind of got prepared a little bit better tonight. I just didn't have a whole lot of time after we had to go out earlier today with Cooper and stuff. So if you haven't checked out Humble Bundle, I posted it in the chat. There is a Humble Bundle out there that does include the Batman games we've been playing, as well as some of the Walking Dead series from Telltale. I feel like it was the same bundle pack that I purchased, I want to say just a few months ago. Maybe it was like last year at this point. But I think it's like $12 for all that stuff. So if you enjoyed the Batman game we played, there's a sequel to that game that we've been playing as well. That's also in the bundle, as well as the Walking Dead games, and they aren't very intensive on your PC. So it's very kind of a casual thing. You're doing a lot of choice driven stuff. So if you're into that, check it out. $12 on Humble. There's been some updates to Phasmophobia as well. At some point when there's other folks around, I'd like to get back into just trying out a couple of the new features in Phasmophobia. I think they added some new ghosts since we've played, as well as a couple new tools. I don't think it's blown up on Twitch or anything crazy like that, but it's still it's cool to see that they've been making more enhancements to it, and they haven't just kind of killed it off. Let me switch back to my other monitor mode, this guy here, while we get signed into my account. So what other games have folks been playing? I need to actually update what I'm playing, because we aren't playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. Vampire the Masquerade. And I appreciate that we had somebody playing Bloodline stop by tonight, and because they saw us playing Bloodhunt. I remember when I first started watching people play games on Twitch, my go-to was watching people play Bloodlines. Like I don't know why, it just kind of was. And Fantasy 14 online. Yeah, please. There we go. Done. And another example of two-factor auth. I also have a two-factor auth, the one-time password as they call it. I don't know why they call it that, but two-factor auth on my Final Fantasy account. Highly recommend it for any MMO games you play, because my WoW account did not have that back in the day, back in like 2009, 2010, and I got hacked. Chinese hackers got my account, and I never went back. Didn't give a shit anymore. Just kind of gave up. I do need to do my 3 hydrates. Actually, I had a drink earlier, but so I guess that's 2. But I appreciate you spending money on RefundArcade tokens on reminding me to hydrate, because I need to be hydrating more frequently, specifically now, more than ever. Don't just go spend all your points and make me down this water, because by all means, there's a limit to where I don't feel well if I drink too much water. We're 43 in queue, so we'll just keep up it on the screen for now while we wait. What else? Just trying to think of some other things I've been doing lately. Just trying to get better. It's a big thing. Oh, good news. next week, maybe, hopefully, the Final Fantasy 14 record collection that I bought online will show up at my house. It's been sitting in Vegas area for days, and then it went out to California, and it's been sitting in California since yesterday. It's shipped Monday. You stole it. You took it. You went over there. You had your mom like go and sneak into the warehouse all like Metal Gear style and took it, right? I'm really looking forward to it. Like, the music in this game is great. I mean, I'm in game right now. You can see my After Dark lady here, dancer girl. Let's queue up for some dungeons while we're chatting. I can actually do the level 65 dungeons now that I'm 65. So we'll queue up some of these. And what I'm doing right now is just trying to, I don't say power level, but just level this class. And I find that if I queue up 5 dungeons, all at once that are around my level, I can get in much faster as a DPS. And right now we're looking at about 8 minutes. Average I've seen like throughout the day has been 6 to 8 minutes. If you queue up one of the other options where you go to duty roulettes, as a DPS you're looking at 15 to 20 minutes for the first one, and it's just no way. It just takes too long. So that's when you pretty much have to have a tank or a healer to get into those raids efficiently. Or raids or whatever you're doing. It could be a dungeon, whatever. So while we're waiting, we can kind of run around and do the main storyline quests. I'm gonna wait for this dungeon to pop. I figured I'd talk about some other stuff like KOTOR that was announced recently. While we wait for the first dungeon, we'll run around town a little bit, take a look at some stuff. I need to probably repair my armor and stuff. Let's see if does my armor even, no, it's a little banged up. Where's the hammer guy? Oh, he's down here. Get going. Are you guys pumped? Are you guys excited about KOTOR? Did you guys play the original KOTOR when it came out? And we talked about it a little bit earlier on. Like, I know Bernie was talking about he didn't like the combat system. I'm a huge fan of the original game. I'm curious what they're going to do. If they're going to see how well the first game sells and then they'll make the second one. If you're familiar with KOTOR 2, they did kind of rush the release. Obsidian made that one, I think it was. Rushed the release of that game, and when they rushed it, there was content that never made it out. And then on the PC version, they added, I don't know if it was or it was like a aftermarket thing that they released as DLC, or if it was end user community that found content that was an extra planet. Well, it was a space station, I think, off of like Yavin. That they added the content back in so you could play it, but it was unfinished. And so I'm curious if they would go back and if they did the second game and redo it with that content added in. I think the first game's great. Loved the first game. Enjoyed the second game. And think that the second game ended too quickly. I liked some of the things that that happened in the second one because you had more Sith Lords you had to deal with, like Darth Nihilus, for example. Darth Nihilus was kind of a pushover, to be honest, in the game. But they made him such a good bad guy at the early game. But then the thing is, once you killed him, there was still more to be discovered with who else was going on that was bad. I wish, and it's interesting what they're going to probably do. They're gonna have. I know what we can do while we're waiting. We can go to the frickin' gambling place. I don't think I did the things yet. Hold on. There it is. Golden saucer. There a lot of the existing flagship Eclipse, which is the detachment in 501st that do a lot of the extended universe video game characters that are more like Sith oriented. So where my Darth Nihilus costume is the CRL right now for that. It was based off of what I could find research-wise from a game that came out in like 2005, early 2000s, mid 2000s, whatever. if they made a second one, if they made KOTOR 2 in the newer engine, like they're going to make KOTOR 1, I would imagine a lot of the materials for the CRL will change, or they might actually add a new costume where it's like, this is from the 2005 game, and this one's from the game that came out in 2020, whatever. I've never been like, I haven't worn my Darth Nihilist at a troop yet. I was going to have the opportunity to do it in a con that was coming up that actually got delayed here to next year for various reasons, and I'm sure including COVID, called WV PopCon here in Morgantown. There's another one coming up pretty soon called Mountaineer Con that's in 2 weeks from now. But due to what, me being on some steroids that weaken my immune system and some stuff with regard to how I'm feeling, I am not going to go to that con, so I'm not going to troop it. But if I did, I was going to freaking be my Nihilist, right? I was going to do the Nihilist thing because I just haven't had the opportunity to do it yet. And I just wish that my Nihilist robes were just made out of something a little bit more thick, maybe denser fabric. I'm running around here just climbing stuff, which I need to be going down here to the counter to actually buy tickets. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm waiting for Q-Pop for this. I'm 5 minutes and 24 seconds into the time elapsed. The average wait time is 8 minutes, so we're almost there. And I just don't know if maybe I did this earlier today. Let's find out. Oh yeah, we're doing it. All right. So there's a lovely website where you can go to cactpotsolver.xyz, and it'll help you determine which rows you should open up based on the numbers that you draw. And it's just a simple algorithm, I'm sure, and I don't feel like thinking that in my brain. And this is the winner right here. Look at that, 10,000 coins. We did it. We have the top dog first try. That's awesome to see. All right, we got a 6 in the upper right corner. They are suggesting that we do the middle. We got a 2 there, so we should do this one. Do a 3 here, and they recommend doing the bottom one. And we got a 1 here. And guess what? We got another 6. Back to back. Lone Wolf did this the other day. Back to back. But let's see if I can trifecta this. What if the chances of that? We'll see. We got 3. They recommend doing the middle again. We got a 9. It's not looking good. That's a high number. So we'll go back up to the top. That's a 5. That's too high. We're definitely not going to hit it at this point. It could be, they're recommending any of these other numbers except for the bottom 2. They don't want us to do these 2. Let's try this one. 6. So they are recommending this diagonal line right here. 54. You can't win them all. 54 is not the lowest on the sheet, but that is it for us on the mini cactpot. But 20,000, 54, not too bad. Let's take a look at our totals. I think I've got like 242,000. I'm looking forward to here in a couple days. I think it's the end of next week. The Final Fantasy 15 vehicle will be in the game again, and you can get it by doing some quests. And I think you need some of these tokens that I've got, or these coins, to get it. It's cool because it's a 4-player mount. So if you're in a party, you can actually all get in the car together. We saw that when we played with somebody that we met here on stream on Twitch, Mr. Pseudonymous, I believe. She actually is a hardcore like Final Fantasy fan and plays Final Fantasy 14 all the time. She had the mount whenever she drove me around in the car, if you remember that. So there's that. I don't know. All right, we are at 8 minutes and 23 seconds. Average wait time went up to 10 minutes. We will do at least this one dungeon, and I'm curious what the timer is. And at that point, we will switch over to our healer class, and we'll do a level 80 raid. The Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, the 2P whatever game raid that's built into Final Fantasy 14. 2B is the girl. 2P is the character in this game. P with a P, not with a B. Near Automata. Automata. I don't know. All right, so and then you can watch me die a bunch. So it'll be great. I'll be a healer, and that one's cool because that raid is like 24 people, and that might take us like 5 minutes to queue or so. Especially if you're a healer, you pretty much get instant like access to a lot of that stuff. Oh man, our wait time is now 13 minutes. I don't really need the headphones on because the glasses, and this is another thing, is my glasses. I've got 2 pairs of glasses. These are the ones I've had modified to be able to do like mid distance, so I don't see as many trapezoids anymore, and it's easier for me to look at my monitor. But if I look further away, it's like blurrier. But these glasses still bother me when I wear my headphones too much. Not as bad as the main ones I wear, but still a little bit of pressure. One of my coworkers actually went out. You can go online to Tempur-Pedic's website, and you can ask for a Tempur-Pedic sample of the foam. And I remember, like, back when we were in the office, this was a few years ago, when just casted a bunch of stuff. They freaking, or he bought the packet. He got the free sample, and he sent it to the office. I'm like, you know, looked at his name. I was looking through the mail because we got the mail that day. I'm like, Joe, you got a Tempur-Pedic sample? Why'd you send it to the office? He goes, I'm gonna put on my headphones. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, when I wear my glasses and it kind of pushes against my ears and temple and it's uncomfortable. And here we go. And I was like, I had no idea what he was talking about because at that time I never wore glasses in my entire life besides sunglasses on occasion. And he took the Tempur-Pedic foam right where the headband part of your headphones are, and he stuck it between his head and the metal part, and he duct taped. Well, he didn't duct tape. I think he put like double-sided tape on it or something like that. And he wore his headphones. He probably still does to this day. I don't know. But he wears his headphones like that, and it lifts up the headphones just enough to where it doesn't put pressure on his ears. And it looks goofy as heck. And he'll tell you it looks goofy as heck, but he says it's as comfortable as laying in a Tempur-Pedic mattress, which is hilarious because that's the joke. But all right, what is this one? We are at a higher level one. That's perfect because that means that I'll get more XP that way. We got a red mage, looks like. Let's give her a dance partner, and we're gonna get to town here. The dancer class is a DPS, ranged DPS. That's pretty simple to play, especially in the early game. When you pick up this class, you are automatically level 60, which kind of saves you time from leveling everything else there. And but the idea is you have a rotation that's very RNG based, where you have a chance to proc abilities, and you gather these feathers that you see on the left-hand side of my screen. And as you gather these feathers, you can use them to do more damage. And so you have this other thing called standard step, which I should have been starting with to begin with. And you do these specific dance moves, and I'm dying, and our tank is... Where's our tank? What's happening? I'm just going to hit OK here. What the hell was the tank doing? He wasn't grabbing aggro at all. Has he got his defense? He does have his thing up. What the fuck? I don't know what that was about. Right, we're gonna cast this again, and this standard step, double standard step in this case, does the most damage for, at least at this point. Whenever you get, there's another technical step that you'll get later on when you get higher level. I need to eat something. I'm missing out on 3% XP boost. Is this guy gonna apologize for not grabbing aggro? I mean, I get it. Like, you don't have to apologize, but like, I don't know what happened there. It was kind of messy. What are we doing? We're just standing around. It's true that the invulnerabilities are bugged recently. Oh, okay. So he was trying to use his invulnerability buff, and I guess it did not work. Maybe that's what's going on. No tank stance. Is that not tank stance? Isn't that Grit? Isn't that his tank stance? Is Grit not his tank stance? If it isn't, I'm going to ask him to put on his tank stance. So I'm doing single target DPS right now. I should be doing AoE with 2 or more targets with this specific class. But I'm trying to gather these feathers, and I've noticed that when I'm doing dungeons a lot of times with this class, I'm trying to gather enough feathers so when I go into the fight, I got maybe 2 or 3 when I'm going to the boss, and I'm ready to pretty much do a boatload of DPS right out of the gate, because this specific DPS class or job isn't very strong. It's more of an assist class, kind of like the Bard, where a lot of times you have a couple of abilities that normally DPSs don't have, where you can actually heal the party, you can heal yourself, and you can like give a damage reduction buff. You can, and then when you have a dance partner like we do right now with the dancer class, I can assign a partner that will share buffs when I do specific dance moves. So then their DPS also increases. So it's pretty much a class that does damage, but also supports the other DPSs and a little bit of the heals as needed, depending on the situation. XP is pretty good here at level 65. I think this is the 65 dungeon. The cap, or maybe 66 is the cap. Yeah, it looks like it is. So we're moving along pretty well here. So we're going to dance again. This is our heavy hitter, and then we're going to open up with the windmill, and then we go to blade shower. And the rotation's pretty simple with this one compared to like if you're playing a black mage where you have a very specific pattern that you have to take, but then that pattern is relied on timing. So if you are having to move as the black mage, that can throw off your timing for some of your big heavy hitter moves. And if that's the case, oh, I just took that damage. Oh, I didn't take that damage. I'm surprised I didn't take that damage. I should be doing... Again, I'm trying to gather feathers here. I got another one. Good. We're good. We have 3 now. We're about to go into the first boss, so that's perfect. My cooldown on my standard step's still up, so that sucks. I'll pop that. So there's global cooldown timers, and there's timers that are going to be like this fan dance, which is on its own timer, which you kind of shuffle these fan dances in between the different moves to keep your DPS up. And then whenever standard step is available, or if you had technical step, depending on your level, you'd want to do that as well. These sheep show up, and then we have to do something with the sheep. I forget. Let's see if I can get something from this AoE here. Nothing. Okay. And this is about to pop again. Devilment gives me a boost, as well as my dance partner with damage here. He got wrecked. The healer's going to die. Oh, he healed himself. All right. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Okay, I'm okay. We can do a second wind. That's going to heal me a little bit. We're about halfway through this. Leg raise again. Leg raise causes the damage, causes the enemy that you're casting it on or using it on to have a heavy debuff. So they move slower, I guess, in the sense that I think they do abilities, or they do their moves at a slower rate. And see, right now I'm not proccing any feathers. There's another one I got. So again, this is very RNG based, this class. So I'm hitting, you gotta do Cascade and Fountain. These 2 will proc. Okay, I gotta do something here. I forget. I think it's like piss off this thing. I think this is right. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm just gonna wait for that to disappear. And we gotta go in there. We're gonna do some dancing. And so reverse cascade, anything below this section here, these 2 down here can actually proc a feather. And same with these 2 down at the bottom for the AoEs. If I had VR, it'd be funny if there was a VR support where you can do hand gestures to do this. I would be freaking exhausted. Freaking exhausted from doing that. The other perk too with the feathers is you don't lose them after the counter, even this counter goes down, which is great. You can keep the feathers as long as you don't die. If you die, you lose the feathers. So you can hang on to them as long as you want. But if you cap out at 4. You're essentially lowering your DPS, or you're not as effective. Here we go. I could use that. You're not getting as much DPS if... Put that on right now. You are just not handling that, or not consuming that feather. And I'll use the feather now here. Why the heck not? We'll pop our buff again. That buff's got a 2-minute cooldown on it. And we're getting feathers. That's good. And that's kind of the whole thing with this one. And at level 65, I don't have a whole lot. There's a lot more complexity that this will get later on. There's and I was reading about it. I haven't actually had to put it in practice yet. But you get another technical step as opposed to standard step, which will do more damage. But there's more dance moves that you have to perform, which actually, you know, a dance move takes time. So then that lowers your DPS depending on how efficient you are at popping those moves. If you mess up one of the moves, you have to go back and you do less damage. So it's kind of like, it's nice. It's a mobile DPS class, and it's also ranged. So I'm standing pretty close, and the reason I'm doing that right now is because I'm maxed out. That sound means I'm maxed out on the leaves, so I gotta start using them. So pop that, go back to windmill, and then you're pretty much done with that group. Boom. Ta-da! Lisa's down here now. How you doing? Very different than the other classes we've been playing. The white mage, the black mage, they all have casting times, and they all require you to stand still. Whereas with these types of DPS classes that are physical based, we can move around quite a bit, get out AoEs as they pop. I'm max on flowers again, or petals, or whatever they are. Leaves. I keep calling them different things. Next boss is coming up pretty soon though, so we want to make sure we don't lose them all. Oh, they're all the bosses right now. Oh, this is that one where it's like the test of might thing. It's not like an actual fight. It's like you got to do some things. I haven't done this one in a while, so I'll probably screw it up. Here we go. I don't remember what to do here at all. We fight this guy? Do we fight this guy? No, we don't. He does something stupid. And you just don't want to... Oh, okay, then you do this, and he does that, and you go here. Oh, he done goofed. He got in trouble. Let me stand here. Let me move here. Let me go over here. Let me go over here. He did the gaze, so then you get locked, and you can't walk. And look at us all passing. We overcome the first trial. Good hanging out with you. Yep. Hey, you know what? Thanks, Ben, for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. Oh, I forget what to do with this one. Do we stand on these? What, are we all gonna fail? Here we go. Here we go. Why are we rotating? Oh, I see. What are we doing now? Oh, I see. We're just doing this. Oh, this guy screwed us. I'm just gonna have to do this now. Oh my gosh! I failed that one. That's okay though. We're okay. Gonna hide behind the rock. I think it's a specific rock, isn't it? Oh my gosh, did we fail? Look at that. So that's the weirdest frickin' boss fight. You don't even actually fight the boss, you just do all those trials. So we're almost done with this dungeon, believe it or not. That was the second boss. We got one more to go. And yeah, you just no fall damage there. Whatever, it's all good. Dropping it one more time. Now we'll wait for the rest of our crew. Oh, we're all here. So anyway, it's a nice change of pace, this class versus the caster classes. One of the next things I would like to do after playing this a little bit more in the coming days, off and on, in the evenings whenever I have time to play this, is one, get through and caught up with the post. Look at all the feathers I'm getting here. I'm able to like kind of just pop that off and then kind of move on here. Oh shit, Indiana Jones stuff going on. I forgot about that. Is probably try a tank class out, maybe the Paladin. Have not done that yet. Could be interesting. I hit need. Oh, I already have that. I should be fighting right now, not screwing around, but I'm screwing around. I'm not using my step right now either, which I should be doing. And you can see that step does tons of damage, so to the one target that I have. So then there's another fan dance. You get fan dance 3 later on, which then you can proc a fan dance 3 when you use fan dance. So you want to also manage your feathers so that whenever you do a fan dance, you've got a potential feather to consume fan dance 3, so that you do a boatload more damage. So it's all about managing those feathers and getting lucky on the procs here and getting the extra feather. And this kind of, if you have this ability, this late grade that could be popping on a regular basis, usually save it for the boss. But I mean, we kill these guys so quickly that it doesn't necessarily matter. But it doesn't hurt, and it's got a 30-second cooldown timer, so I can usually pop it on each battle here. And then each one of these proc abilities, so again, you have to do Cascade and hope you have, I think, a 50% chance to get Reverse Cascade. And then after that, you have a 50% chance to get a feather from casting Reverse Cascade, which I did not get there. And this is the RNG about this specific class. So in certain situations, the dancer can be pretty brutal if you stack your feathers and play them right and get lucky on the RNG to it. So it's inconsistent. So I've gone into dungeons with this class lately, this job lately, and I've been able to just wreak havoc and stay kind of top DPS for the most part. And it looks obvious that I'm doing very well because I'm able to manage the feathers, and I'm also getting a lot of feathers as I'm fighting. I should have saved that because we're about to fight the final boss, and I just used my other ability. I don't remember this fight at all. I don't remember it at all. Look at that. I had this one, right? I can't need that one, so I can just pass on that one. Okay, he's already pulling it. So we'll pop this. We're gonna go up here. So there's little feathers out there on the edge. Okay, I'm gonna go stand over here. And then that hurts. Okay, that's fine. Again? Pop this. You're gonna pop an ability. I'm gonna do this. It'll help us. So that red shield popped up. That was an ability where I can help lower the damage that we take as a party when we take that. That standard step barely touched that freaking boss, and now I'm confused and we're gonna fight each other, which is a mistake, and we're standing in the middle of something that's probably gonna kill us. Oh my gosh, we're going to die. Oh, I just killed the healer. I just killed the healer. I can't res him. Oh, the red mage can res him, right? Can the red mage res? Oh, look at that. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to heal, pop this little heal ability. Heal myself a little bit. The tank's probably going to die. The tank's probably gonna die. We better start using our feathers. Because if he dies, I'll probably die, and then I'll lose my feathers if I die. So might as well use them. So that eagle's down. We have the other eagle on the other side. We're gonna jump over there. Got no other abilities right now that I can use. And the hardcore people, and I think Lisa would tell you the same thing with MMOs, is you should be button clickers, right? You should be hotkey and everything, right, Lisa? I'm a button clicker still. I'm a button clicker ever. I need to get the Naga stuff on the side of my mouse. I have the 2 button right now. I don't know. I've been playing this game for way too much too, and I've been button clicking the whole time. No. So the thing is this game's way more casual, and no one's a butt. Well, there's less people that are butts. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. The healer needs to get with the heals here a little bit. There we go. Pop this. And of course I'm a fool and I don't have my limit break set up to be used. Not that I'm the best person to be doing limit break with this class, but... attack each wing here. I think you gotta focus the one wing completely. We got it. Finish him up. He's almost down. We got him. I got a level for that. 66. You just need a better hotkey setup. You don't like this? I guess you're talking about set of control 1 and all that. Yeah, I guess you're right. Again, if I had my mouse set up, I could just do everything on my thumb. The way I have this set up here, the standard step, these get changed into what the moves are. These top 4 are my single target. These bottom 4 are my AoE. And then, I have Fan Dance 3 now officially since I've leveled up. Now I have, and this is single target Fan Dance, multi-target Fan Dance, and then 3 is going to be, I just got the loot too. Everyone just freaking left while I was talking. And then Fan Dance 3 I can use if I get the other Fan Dance, I believe, procced. And so every class that I have, I organize like the combos in that sense. So I don't know if it makes more sense to hotkey it differently because of that. Let's see if there's any new gear I can wear, because I don't know what we dropped. Looks like there's the new wristband. So we'll update that. We're going to switch over to the White Mage, and we're going to queue for Copied Factory. Let's clear our selection, Copied Factory. Let's see what the queue time is. 5 minutes for a healer. That sounds pretty good to me. This is a 15 DPS, 6 healers, and 3 tanks on this one. A lot more than we just had. Just the 4-man just a second ago. And you can see here with my heals here. With the healer, things are a lot more dynamic. You're not going to go through a rotation. You're kind of looking at what people's health is and things like that. I have Cure 1 set here still. I try not to use it. There is a situation where I get low on mana and I try to go with Cure 1. I think probably the experts would say at this point in my level, never use Cure 1. But Cure 1 does have a percentage chance. It's only 15. It's pretty low. To give you a Cure 2 for free. And whenever I'm super low and I don't have enough mana and I don't know what I'm going to do, it is worth the 400 to possibly get a free 1,000 mana Cure at no cost. Well, free at no cost, yeah, same thing. And then I rarely use 3 unless we're all kind of grouped together. And that's a lot of mana to be used. And then these are kind of healers over time. These are buffs to those heals, and these are my damage items down here. These 3 are the damage. So this is a dot, damage over time, single target, and AoE, and then these are my buffs. So there is a rhyme or a reason to how I organize each one of these. And I'm waiting for the other stuff. I can still switch to class. On the Black Mage, I kind of set it up differently because the rotation for the Black Mage is very long. On the left-hand side, this is my single target stuff. All of this is my single target rotation. And on the right here is all the pattern for well, up until here. This stuff is extra down at the bottoms. This kind of junk stuff down here that you may use. Umbral Soul you'll use. But these 6 up here are the rotation for AoE. And then I've got like buffs and things throughout here. And this is a single target dot. This is a multi-target dot. So there's a lot going on here. And I've always liked the 3x4s or sometimes the 3x3s depending on what game you're playing. Because it kind of reminds me of an opposite of a numpad, and I can kind of just go down through. Switch back to the white mage here. Just got about maybe 3 more minutes for that. In the meantime, we can play some freaking cards. Huh? Not Lucky Hit. Lucky Hit's Shin Moves. I wish Lucky Hit was in this. That'd be fun. And then we'll wrap up stream after I finish this raid for the night, and then I'll pop into the Discord afterwards, and we can keep playing. Here we go. It's ready to roll. We won't be playing cards because we're going to be queuing. And actually, I don't think you're allowed to play cards while you're queued for a dungeon or anything. We're waiting for 2 DPS to get their act together. Will they play? We'll see. One more DPS. We're just waiting on one guy. We had a raid tonight. It was good. 7 people. How you doing? You doing okay? Just so. They arrived. DPS is readied up, so we are good to go. So you can see the full party here, and I think you can see the rest of the party down here in a little bit. So it says that we have to finish this in 2 hours. By all means, I'm sure we will. We got some red mages. We got a ninja. We got a machinist. What is this one? An arcanist? Is that what that is? I can't remember. Gunbreaker is our tank. Moon Hufflepuff. All right. All right. So people are watching cutscenes right now, so we're just waiting for everybody to finish watching the cutscene. I love how red mages are always wearing red, right? I don't know. I guess that makes sense. Run! So this raid has 6 bosses, and these bosses are not easy. I was playing this the other day as my black mage. Lone Wolf was watching, and I was dying like way too much. As a healer, I didn't do too bad the first time I played through this. We'll see how well I do as a healer this time around. Normally with the heals, you just kind of, do some DPS when you can. Since we have so many DPS in this case, it's not that big of a deal. All right, here we go. We are ready to roll. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this heal right now. This guy does some pretty kick-ass damage right at the beginning, I think. And right now I can we'll dot him, and we'll pop some glare while we watch people's health. And that's it. And stay out of stupid stuff. Like these balls, will, if you touch them, they'll hurt you. And then our look at that, our tank needs healed. And I can stay on the stupid stuff. And I think I've read some stuff where the folks will say never to use the regen, but it's a nice passive way to heal folks. Ouch, that hurt. We gotta heal everybody here. So this plenary indulgence or whatever the heck will... Oh my gosh, what is happening? It's farting bubbles. Look at that, the healer healed me. That's so nice of him. My dot disappeared. We should get back on that. Oh, what is this? I forget. Don't let them lock on you. Keep moving. Alright, I'm so far away from my tank. drop this back in the middle here again. Get some heals going. Oh wait, what was that? Was that close range? That was close range in the middle there. Lasers are coming back up again. This one they act faster now. Or no, this is the bubbles. The bubbles. And again, I'm really too far away from my tank right now. And this guy right here needs heals. I'm hoping his... There he goes. So our whole group needs heals. Pop this one and we'll go to his... Okay, this guy needs healed. Oh, we're good. We're good. Ouch, that hurt him a lot again. Okay, we're good. I moved my swift cast over here in the corner for this class because I put it right next to the raise, so if I have to res anybody, I can do it very quickly. Oh, I hate this part. So these bubbles will start dropping in the specific pattern, and then this will start pushing people as well into those bubbles, and I just fell right into it. Oh my gosh. So let's do this. Oh my gosh, and I'm dead. I'm dead, and so is like 3 other people. 4 or 5 other people just died. So we're gonna wait. This boss is almost dead. We've got 1, 2, 3 healers up right now. Oh, I just got rezzed. So healers get priority on the res because then we can res other reses. Oh, someone's calling out the tank. Not happy about the tank, and I just got res in front of that. That's nasty. So let's do some heals for everybody, including myself. Is he dead now? Okay, so we can res these guys, or maybe they'll just res themselves. I don't think they want the debuff. Are these heals? Nope. I do need those. I already obtained those? I already have those? I have those boots? Okay. Alright, fine, fair enough. And I don't need these, but I'll read them. So that's the first boss. We did it. 5 more to go. What are they saying? Yeah, go ahead and keep being bad, or just deactivate tank stance, please, mate. Enjoy your ban, little guy. I don't know what's going on. Can you get banned for like shit talking the tank? It's kind of rough. I guess this is kind of a boss thing here because it's got a little checkpoint and it's just a lot of AoE stuff. So you just come in here and you just cast Holy for a while. Just make everybody blind so they can't see anything. Select your healer, or sorry, select your tank, of course. You can report them for harassment and they'll get banned. Yeah, that would suck. That'd be very, very bad. So right now, the tank needs to group these guys up. The small flyers won't move, but the little biped guys and the model guys, they can be all grouped up and they're not moving. I'm healing myself first. There's a bubble coming at me. Medica 2. Let's heal our healer. Heal our healer. Our tank is looking sad. Let's do one of these. He's looking good now. Oh, I got interrupted. So I walked around, walking too much. We almost got this one cleared. Last one. And that counts right there. That was a boss, kind of. So that's 2 of 6. We're good to go. We're moving. Lone Wolf, I haven't died yet. That's a lie. I died. Remember? The bubbles got me. Wait, 2 left? Did that guy just get banned that fast? What happened there? Did he just quit? What is happening? Now, will they fill that spot? Or did that spot already got filled? This one sucks. Full party. Welcome to full party mode. We're back. This chick got pigtails. This guy got a cool feather hat. Look at this guy. Alright. Yeah, this boss fight sucks. Alright, here we go. Pop the dot. Do some glares. We're going to keep an eye on our healer. Or keep an eye on our freaking tank. Give him this. Oh, we're all getting nuked right now. I forgot about that. Let's pop this now. And we gotta have to move here in a little bit. There's a side that gets pummeled with like a fist or something. I don't remember how that works. Oh, fudge. Good now. Pop the dot back on the guy. It's gonna move to the other side. I think it's gonna start attacking somebody else, but it's still gonna do stuff to us here. So we gotta be cognizant of the next phase, which is that laser. Oh no, it's the claw. It's the claw. So this is gonna rotate with us. Let's give this guy some heals. Gotta keep moving here. Where we need to be. And there's one more. I think there's one more. Is there one more? Nope. Okay. So our heals are, so far we're doing okay. That one's dodging the damage. Oh, what is this? I don't remember this one. So we get everybody some heals in case something weird happened there. I don't know. I think we're good. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. I probably should be. The hardcore healers are probably wondering why I'm not popping heals and doing glares all day or something. I hate the interrupt. If you look away from that, you lose the interrupt. You get the interrupt. What is happening over there? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That guy is toast. All right, we gotta res this boy. Get our healer action. Where's he gonna pop? He's gonna pop right here. Oh, we're gonna group up here. And we're gonna heal everybody with 3. Give him a little one of these. And so I'm over healing right now, which is probably a mistake as well. I don't need to be over healing, but I am. Is it at 33% health, maybe? So far, so good. Flammable oil is leaking. It's leaking. Don't be in the burns. Oh, shit. That claw is gonna do something again. I know it. Oh shit. Keep everybody topped off here. Oh, okay. Run. Oh shit. Oh shit. We're dead. I'm dead. Oh, I didn't even die. Oh, they died. This guy's gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, the oil got me. The oil got me. We got two deaders. Where's this guy? We got a group up here. This ain't looking good. I need to get over here. And I need to start healing ASAP. Oh, that's not going to be good. I'm going to die. I'm dead. Shit! So wait, I was in the bad place at the wrong place at the wrong time. I think we just won that one. Just lost it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do. Okay. I know, right? Look at that. I was doing so well, and I goofed it. Oh, we get there. We go. And the Rogue Ninja. It'd be great if I won the gloves there. The other healer that would need is not a white mage, but I think it's just healers in general could use that, so I could lose it. What did I roll? A 39. That's pretty low. I probably won't get it unless they don't need it. Man, they don't mess around. They're already fighting the next boss. This is Haas Grooms. There must be like a bot that's following me. What? Haas Winner? I don't understand. I didn't even... I mean, I don't mind the follows, but it's whatever. Okay. It's been hacked. 2P says it's been hacked. The flight unit. They already healed and I'm already going to cast a heal, and that sucks. That's a waste of a heal. You gotta spread out here. This is where the nukes come in, right? And you gotta like kind of run away from it. Oh my god, I'm on the wrong side of the earth. I didn't make it. Oof. That hurt. Is that it? Wait, did he do it? That was it. Okay, 4 of 6, 2 more to go. How's that loot? 117 seconds left. Oh, we can't go in? Oh, we can't now. So we know now that Haas 03312 Grooms winner and whatever else, it's likely a bot or some sort of follower thing. I did not pay for followers, but that doesn't make any sense why I would do that, because I don't need them. So it is what it is. I said that we have 102 followers, so that just goes to show that they're following and unfollowing just to show activity, I guess. I don't know what that does, because we have like, my counter hasn't necessarily gone up. All right, now this one I remember that there's a situation where they destroy like half the side, and I don't remember how this works, like which side it is. It's the one that they're gonna punch. It's got to be the one on the right. Oh, there he goes. Someone got punched on the right. Let's get him rezzed. And as soon as he gets up, we're going to cast a little old heal. Oh, somebody else got tricked by the frickin' punch. So I've got thin air. I can pop that, which causes... oh, he already got rezzed. Alright, well, if that's the case, then we'll pop this. No cost to the... Oh, what is happening? Now they have to run around, right? Now what's this one? That's the trail that they're gonna start. Oh, they're falling it into the group. Oh, I won the frickin' gloves. Oh my gosh. Let's heal everybody up. We lost another guy again. Everyone's healed up. We're wasting mana. Let's res this guy. Get up! Get up! Oh my gosh. Where are they going? Where are they going? They're going over here now. You gotta heal quick. Oh, here comes the little boys. We gotta spread out and kill them all. What? Oh, that's right. The cast time's like 2 seconds. This is a DPS check here. You have to kill them off before that charge goes off or everyone wipes. Pretty sure of it. It seems like the standard mechanic that they have. Should I put my thing here? Ow. Let's heal through that. Everyone's already full and I'm wasting stuff. So we're doing well. So far so good. I don't know what the guy's health's at. I think it's at 50%. Damn it, scanning for the signature of energies. We gotta find the energies. Oh shit, here comes a... Pro tip, don't keep walking off the edge. You will fall off and die. We're gonna fall down to the next level. Oh no, we're falling. Okay, we're up. Gonna pop a heal. Stay around me, guys. Oh, he's only halfway dead. You gotta get with it. Alright, so do I have to have that on there already? So we're just gonna start casting this. We gotta move up, I think, next. Or does it move back? I can't remember which one it is. There's something where you gotta... Oh, that's where it was. Ah! Heal. Oh my gosh, our tank is almost dead. So I'm gonna do it on this side now, right? Oh, that was gonna be the end of me right there. Someone hooked me up with the heals though. I keep popping the die instead of the glare by accident. Do something about the arms. We gotta shoot the arms. Oh, we're gonna take all the damage if we don't hurry up with the arms. We got him. Coming closer to the final boss after this one. We got one more to go. Everyone's gonna pop their dots back on the boss and go back to town. No one made it. He's gonna do it again, but he's so close to dying. Oh, we got him. Nice. Alright, one more to go, and then we're done. See, Lone Wolf, way better than last time, right? I think at this point, when I was playing the Black Mage, when you were watching me the other day, I probably died like a dozen times at this point. So Lisa was down here, and I know she's been having some back pain stuff. I think she went upstairs. Maybe she went to bed early. I don't know. Hopefully the stream's holding up okay. The bitrate looks so-so. Where is the zipline even anchored? Ruined. I have Refund, right? It's I don't know. I've never played near Automata or Automata, whatever it's called. I've never played it, so maybe they have floating special tools or something. I don't know. All right, final boss here for this dungeon or this raid. Keep popping that. I don't know why. I just don't need to. It's not really a waste of mana. Okay, we just took a ton of damage, so we'll pop this. I'm really weak actually right now. Pop this a second time. Oh, that was right on top of me. Our DPS, our freaking tank is viewing a cutscene right now, man. Oh, shoot. It just shows that we started the fight before everybody was ready, but if you have it, thankfully we haven't wiped. Like, I've been in this where we've wiped on bosses, and at that point it just kind of sucks. Get out of there! Get out of there! Why would it be me? Oh my god, that guy heals you so fast! I got hit again! There is a healer on our team that is a beast. Like, I don't even have to heal practically. Alright, here we go. Don't let him out of your sight. Where's the 2P? Stand by 2P. Oh shit! The 2P, she's over here. Gotta wait. Lone Wolf taught me that. You gotta wait. I hate this. So then it blows up, right? When's it gonna blow up? There it goes. Then we come over here. Oh shit, I gotta start healing people. Is he alive? Did he get rezzed? He did get rezzed. gosh. Which tank is it? I don't remember which tank it is. How do you know which tank it is? Activating unit. Is that the one that's going to blow up? That guy's not going to make it. Oh my god. 3 people didn't make it. Now we got to get out of this one. Spread out. Can't even get to our frickin' healer tank. I gotta get these red mages back up in case they need to res somebody. I don't have enough mana for that, do I? Two seconds on the other red mage. There we go. Start popping heals. So this guy takes it quick. Here we go. Here comes the next medic. Boom. Another one. Alright, we're good. We got everybody back up. Let's focus heal some folks. This guy's going to need to be protected. Everybody needs to group up. Do one of these. Oh, got that. Alright, let's get into the shield. You're not getting out alive, 2P. Got about maybe a little less than 30% health left on this one. Very good group. I mean, I know there was some like rage at the beginning there when someone was like doing some stupid tanky stuff, I guess, but for the most part, I think this group's solid. We haven't had any major issues. Oh, here we go again. So this is the safe one. Wait for the explosion, and then we switch. Oh shit. Oh shit, I fucked that up. I fucked that up. Oh shit. Lone Wolf, I fucked it up. I double dipped it. I double dipped it. Two healers dead right now. 3, 4 of them still up. So here's the res. We'll take it. The boss is pretty much dead at this point. We did it. Take a look at the loot. White mage legs, perfect. Hopefully, oh my god, I rolled a 5. I rolled a freaking 5. I already have those. Gotta love the cards. I think I've got these already. I don't need these two. I'm gonna pass on these ones. People might need those. I don't have any of these, I don't think. I don't think I've been getting any of those. And I don't need these. I think I got both of those. Yep, I think I got both of these. Who's left to give a credit? I am not going to get those white mage leggings. Actually, no, they're mage left, so I'm totally going to get them. So I needed them. Right? Is there any way I could not get those? Because the other mage left? Or the other healer left? Unless that's shared with everybody. These guys are really going to milk this? There we go. I was going to say, like, come on. That's pretty good. We got some new mage pants. Let's put on our mage pants. So I'm actually unequipping the Minophilia earring, which is the pre-order bonus for the new expansion that's coming out. They give you extra 30% XP, but I don't need it with my cap right now, so that makes sense. So update gear. I like how my new gear is just no pants, just white underwears. That is literally my trousers of healing. Do you like my trousers of healing? Wait, that changed my pants? That's not. Those are not my shoes. Okay. Because I have those shoes. All right. Well, I might need to reassess what I'm wearing, but for now, it is what it is. My stream looks like it's running like crap. Is it okay? How's the? I think I have it up. It says excellent stream quality, and the bitrate's kind of jittery, but I don't know. Well, we're gonna stop right there for tonight. Got to play a new game, and I'm gonna go to this camera here. Got to play a new game tonight, the Bloodhunt. Not too bad, but again, probably I'd only stick around playing that one with friends if they were interested in playing that one. And did a dungeon and a raid on Final Fantasy 14. So hopefully you guys had fun tonight. It is 11:17. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here, but I'm gonna hop into Discord and we can continue to talk there if you'd like to chill. And everybody else, have a great night. Thank you for all the new followers that are legit followers. I don't know who Haas3 whatever is, but those seem to be bot related. But we did have that one raider tonight that had 7 raiders. Sorry, one raid tonight with the 7 raiders. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. And thank you for your legit follow. Glad we had a chance to talk about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines and a little bit of the Bloodlines vinyl record. And play a little bit of the Bloodhunt game. And next week, I'm hoping that we will play some new games that aren't necessarily Final Fantasy 14. I'll have those other games pre-installed so I don't have to like sit around for some time. Some of these games that I wanted to play were like multi-gig, and I know it'd probably like make the stream kind of so-so, and then also take a while to install. Like maybe about a half hour or so. So I'll be more prepared next week. And thank you all for hanging out with me, and we will see you guys next week. Ben, thank you again. I know you're not watching right now, but thank you again for the 12 months on the resub for tier 2. Much appreciated. Continuing to support the channel, and everybody else who's supporters of the channel, whether it's a Prime sub or a tier 2 sub, tier 1 sub, whatever it is. Appreciate it. Helps give me a small little kickback every few months, so helps me purchase new games, keep the interest in streaming up, and helps cover costs for things. So again, thank you so much. All right, have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.